Paging Dr. Howard. Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, you have an abortion to perform. Baby on board, how I adore to suck that little fetus out your cunthole. Oh, speaking of abortion, it's the BYB show with special engagement wishes to Gino and Keanu. There, I worked it in.
What up, y'all? Yeah. Good to see you guys. How are you all doing?
Hey, not too bad, man. Yeah.
So, your intro includes abortions and a happy engagement. Like, did two things go better together than that? I mean, come on, people. This is what we do here.
I mean, Corn have got married, so in Vegas, you know. So,
oh
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I see those little baby corns. Is that what corn has? They have those little baby corns that you get at like the corns. Salad bar.
It could be
the Asians. Yeah,
the Asian
thing. Mini corn.
Exactly.
Yeah. I tried getting that in like a can and shit. You can't make it right. It comes out weird. Only those Asian people can make it good. Stir fries and shit.
I bought that before, and I bought it like in cans, and it doesn't taste the same. Yeah, you're right. No. I don't know why that is, but
you gotta fry it a certain way. Gotta put some dog meat and cat meat on it or something. I don't know. Rub it in
some
meow mix. Yeah, some meow mix. The real meow mix, not the shit that you get out of a can. The real meow. The kind you'd find in a wet market somewhere.
That's right.
With that.
Those kitties bite back, though. Dangerous. It's like every time I go out.
Kitties. Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, it's hard for me because I'm in a wheelchair to go out and get cats to eat. You know, it's not like the easiest thing in the world. It's like I get these like huge long fish nets and I just like try to get them in there and then, man, when I try to get them out, I mean, they're still alive. It's like, geez, I get scratched up. I don't know.
I mean, couldn't you just run them over with one of your wheels?
Yeah. Doesn't go that fast. So cats are pretty quick.
So they can't move while I'm finishing the job.
Cats are pretty quick, though. I don't know. I don't think your wheelchair is that quick.
I know, exactly. I have to, like, lure them in or, like, trick them. Yeah, exactly. I got to do all these like maneuvers to get them. It's not.
Well, speaking of cats, how do you think? No, how do you think Six is taking it?
Oh, I think we know how she's taking it. She's taking it out on Keanu violently.
I saw a picture of Keanu showing off the ring in front of Six, being all like, what is it? Taunting her or whatever, ridiculing her, mocking her with it, almost, as I would say. As I tried to say.
Well,
that's her daddy.
Yeah, I have a feeling that old six is going to take out her vengeance and wrath upon Keanu daily for the rest of her life, because that's how long their marriage is going to last, till one of them dies. You fucking got that, you creeps, you trolls, you horrible people out there. We know what you're thinking.
I give him
You're
3
gonna
years.
say
Couple of
mean
months.
things.
That's
I
how
get
long
it.
you think Gino's gonna last until he dies? 3 more years? You ain't gonna make 60? Is that what you're saying? That's really
So
mean,
what do we
Bobby
do?
Nick. Come on.
Are we gonna? Yeah, is that what we should start the Gino marriage pool, like the dead pool, dead?
I think you'd have
I think
a
it'll be the
safer
same
bet
thing.
with a Deadpool.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Oh, that is the bet, isn't it? Will his marriage outlast his lifespan? Which comes first,
Once
death
does.
or
That
marriage?
doesn't work.
Death or marriage? Death and marriage goes together like a horse and
Horse.
carriage. This I tell you, brother.
That doesn't work that
have
way.
Keanu with her brother.
Oh. Ew.
Oh,
I don't.
No,
What?
nobody.
did you just
that
go
was
there?
too low.
Did you
That
just
was
go
too
there?
low?
Holy shit! Maybe a
Her
little.
brother's gay. Don't you get the joke? Don't you
Oh, I
get
didn't know her brother was gay.
tickets,
Oh.
Bobby Nick?
I didn't know that either.
I know he was gay. Cheers to her brother. How you doing?
News to me. Yeah.
Cheers to the gays.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers to Gino, the king of the gays. Well, I mean, fuck.
Is that like the
guy
king of the
could-
Jews?
No, gays. No, yeah.
Cheers.
That's the king of the. Here's the king of the Jews. He's right there.
He's the Jesus of the gays.
God, I can't even fucking do this right. How am I gonna ever catch enough cats if I can't even pull up my sleeve?
Yeah, but
The king of
Yeah,
the
but tough-
Hold on a second. That-
shoelies.
That kind of looks like Shuli though. Look at it.
The king of the shoelies?
No, it looks like actual Shuli a little bit.
Shuli. Look at Shuli.
You have enough trouble pulling up your shirt.
The
Fucking Andrew.
beard and the eyes and the nose and everything. It looks like Shuli.
You heard that here, folks. Shuli is Christ-like. That's a quote from Bobby Nick. You can take that to the bank. The Shuli Bank, of course. It's FDIC insured federally. Let's go ahead and say hello to our friendly chatterers. We got Balls Deep, we got Isaac Walmart, we got Zar, which is a lady, I can confirm, with a Metallica tattoo, which rocks. Scott Fitzpatrick doing the infamous Hell Jesus fingers. That's what that stands for. I promise. We got another one. He's doubling down, folks.
He is.
Oh, that's for Balls. That wasn't for us. Jesus, look at these people. Hey, no side talk. No side talk in the chat, please. That's enough of that. Isaac, Zar, and Scott. Oh, why don't you just talk to each other? Ignore the show. Where did you guys come from?
Focus only on the show.
Thank you. Little Lemmy said so. She's our main
We need
mod on this
attention,
channel
people.
also. She will remove your ass from the chat in 0.2 seconds if you fuck up once. Let it be known.
Boom!
That's right. Bam!
I'm
Skull!
already gone.
You're out of here.
Boy, this guy just shows up and has fucking thoughts and opinions and bossy fucker. Adam Goldstein TV, you guys should get Mersh on sometime. Yeah, he's
We
got
have a lot of
nothing better
merch.
to do. He doesn't have a channel anymore, does he? You can come on here. You don't have nothing else to do.
Which one is
Oh,
Mersh?
He's not Royce Lopez. He's not Fealty. He's not. I'm just
Nightwave
gonna
or
name all the
Daywave?
people he's not. Does that help?
No.
Is that?
Is he
That
Nightwave or
doesn't-
Daywave?
It does not work here no more.
Yeah,
not gonna.
it is
We're
Nightwave,
here no
isn't it?
more.
Yeah, I think that was
Work
the
on
name of the
YouTube
show.
no more.
Nightwave.
Okay.
Oh, Nightwing. Oh,
I'm familiar with that one.
Nightwave.
Oh, welcome, Erica Trains Patrick. Yes, I've seen you over there on Steel Toe. I recognize the transitioning from over there. Yeah, balls deep. They both confirm Nightwave, but also does not do other people's shows. I guess that's why he didn't get back to me, huh? Ha ha ha! Real funny.
Probably.
Start a petition.
Yeah,
Nightwave.
Tens of
for
signatures.
sure. People that think they're too fucking good to go on our show, we will get your email and we will spam it. If you do not come on our show, we have techniques, we have ways. We will send an
Send you
entire
some
community
spam.
that we have. All 200 viewers that watch this show will come after you. Beware. Here's a Husey quote.
Especially balls deep. You know.
There's a hilarious show, BYB. They don't get very many views, but they're hilarious. Especially that Quadfather. Yeah, he said especially the Quadfather. He made sure to point me out, not you guys. You guys suck.
He also said you were a piece of shit.
Well, that's true. I wouldn't argue that.
I wouldn't either.
Did you not hear what I said about you on Shoolies?
I did. Thank you very much. She said that I was the biggest inspiration she's ever had in her entire life, that she's never looked up to someone that's so short for so long. I mean, she's known me for 3 months. So, I mean, to know me is to love me, right, Mr. A?
Not really.
That's not the shining endorsement I was looking for.
I shook my head no, in case anyone's listening.
Oh yeah, for all the audio listeners out there that we have, yes, audio only. Yeah, we're on Spotify and Apple. No, we're not. That's lies.
Mhm.
Don't go check us out over there because you won't find us. Lies.
It's
I
bullshit.
I mean, if we ever had
Bullshit.
sponsors like that fucking Husey guy that thinks he's so great,
The
then we
other
could
corner
spend-
of Walnut, something in Steven Singer. I hate Steven Singer. Go get a gold dip rose right now. How about some of that cutback, Steven? Or you're not.
Be prepared with Compound Prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, the food, right? Daddy, how come we don't have any food, Daddy? Right?
Noble
Yeah, you're
gold.
gonna watch your neighbors starving to death out your window. It's gonna be the worst. Like, you got to prepare for the end times. So, like, you got to get a bunch of food, store it, so you can watch all your neighbors slowly starve to death and wave to them out the window. You know, like that.
I bought
It'll be
some
fun.
Neighbors'
gold
kids.
dipped roses.
Yeah, gold dipped roses. Exactly. You can't
Noble.
eat those though, can you? Even in an apocalypse.
I doubled up the sponsorship. I'm getting Noble gold dipped roses from Noble Gold. They have gold dipped roses.
That's very noble of you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Noble Gold.
Yeah. Speaking
Did you
of
catch the Anthony's? They were bitching about Opie because Opie came on bitching about Anthony and then bitched out fucking Steven Singer because for some reason he didn't jump over and give Opie money when he was doing absolutely nothing. When I got fired from Sirius, where was he then? You weren't doing anything. What are you going to sponsor? You sitting at home with your sneakers on? Or the fuck?
yeah,
You didn't
pretty
hear
much he's one of those guys that just hits the live button. He's got a nice view behind him, but he doesn't really like do a show. And that's like
No.
Anthony's still doing a show.
Well, especially back then,
Whereas
he wasn't doing shit.
Opie's hitting the live button. That's a huge difference.
Yeah. And before, like, not even just recently, he started putting his face on. Like, before that, he was just like filming the beach or underneath a fucking bridge. You want Steven Singer to sponsor that? You probably wouldn't even say his fucking, you wouldn't even do the commercial because you're a pompous ass. So, I don't know. It's fun. That was fucking nuts. I almost started liking Opie again for a little while because he was doing his own thing. And then I saw that clip. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He makes more money than Anthony and shit. Ugh.
Yeah, last week we were playing that clip of Opie pretty much ripping on Anthony and saying that he would never see him in public or talk to him ever again, and that whatever, he was just cussing him out. It was pretty lame.
Well, now he says that he was making more money then because of the oversight or whatever from Anthony. You know, Anthony has to pay so much with the rental and his employees,
Overhead.
and equipment, overhead. Oh, I thought that's what you'd put your luggage when you're flying. Never mind.
It's
Okay.
It's much like many of the words in the English language. They have dual purpose, dual usage.
But he wouldn't be doing it if he couldn't afford the overhead. Obviously, he's making a profit, or he wouldn't be doing it, don't you think?
Yeah, oh yeah, 100% he's making a profit. I absolutely believe that. No doubt
He
in
would
my
have
mind
shut her
on
down
that.
a long time ago if he didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly, I think
yeah.
he would have shut it down the second he wasn't making money. Anyway, like a YouTube
Because he
channel,
gets sponsors.
you could just, how hard is it to make a YouTube channel? He would just do that.
Yeah, that's true.
And he would cut all the dead weight. Yeah, Garrett, you're dead weight. No,
Say that about
That
E-Rock.
yeah. Oh, talk about dead weight and extra weight. That's like kicking an elephant out of a plane or something. It's a drop of dead weight.
Operation Dumbo Drop? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, pretty much.
Comment,
You
E-Rock.
got that.
Cheers, E-Rock.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Dumbo was about his childhood, right? Based loosely on E-Rock's childhood.
I heard that somewhere, yeah.
You know, if he tries hard enough, he can fly with his ears.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
So
Dumbo.
merch, back to merch. I don't want to talk about merch. Let's not do that. Porcelain
We
made
can
a
talk about
doc
merch.
about merch. I think Porcelain has made a bunch of good documentaries. I haven't really seen any of them. I know Jetty was trying to get him on our show. Porcelain, that is, not merch.
Porcelain? Sounds kind of
Yeah.
shitty.
Porcelain. It's kind of like a person, but a porcelain.
No,
That's how
I
Jerry
made a
would
joke
say.
because that's what toilets are made out of.
Yeah, wrong kind. It's spelt different.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how to fucking spell. Excuse me. I never learned to read.
Well,
I believe it.
that's you and every other person in that community. You have a lot in common with those people. You people.
I wear a mask.
No, that's why you wear a mask.
Is that a poem?
What?
A plum?
No, a poem. I wear the mask. Is that Maya Angelou?
I don't know. Yes, I was
Fuck, I know.
citing Maya Angelou.
That wouldn't
was a big
surprise
eye.
me, Mr. A. I swear to God, if you like quoted a Maya Angelou little thing, that wouldn't shock me. You're not a dumb guy.
Maya Angelou my ass so a guy can fuck it.
Oh,
Oh,
Lordy.
Poetry's gay. Poetry's gay.
yeah, it sure is.
Speaking
wear a
of gay,
mask because I have a
let's continue
mask.
talking about Gino, huh?
Oh yeah, forgot about
Sure.
her. She's-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big shout out to Gino and Keanu. On your engagement. You kids are crazy, but I hope the best for you, and a huge congratulations from the BYB podcast. I sure hope someone clips that and puts it on Twitter just so that they can be like, "Oh, look, those BYB boys! They said nice. Oh, they gave us congratulations."
Can I give him my congratulations?
Congratulations!
Clip it, Bex. Clip it. Clap it, Bex. Yeah. No, that's great. Those crazy kids. Kids.
Yeah.
Well, at least Keanu was a kid when they
She's-
first met. When he started grooming her. Wait.
Oh no.
Wait, this doesn't sound right. Wait a minute.
No. No, they,
Not grooming.
Grooming.
No.
I mean, did he used
he
to?
doesn't even comb his own hair.
I mean, he babysat her or something when they met. How did they meet? I don't even actually know this story. Like, Maybe
I thought he just met her through OnlyFans like everyone else.
Well,
Oh, he must have met her like on a barely legal site, like barely legal. It's my first time. One of those kind of things.
I wouldn't know. I don't look.
Are you saying that he popped her cherry?
Would you say,
I
Bobby
like to
Nick?
pop
You
Gary.
said it. I didn't say it.
Well, I don't know. Sounded like you were saying that he popped.
You
her cherry.
disgust me. You're a horrible
think her
person, Bobby
hymen
Nick.
was
How
intact?
dare you refer to
How-
something so dark?
How dare I?
How long do you think her hymen was intact for? I don't want to get too personal here. I don't know if that's over. That's a
Hi,
bad
man.
question.
She says that a lot. I've seen her say it.
Yeah.
Hi, man. Like when she
Oh.
comes into the studio.
I don't know. I've got a different theory.
Hi, man. What?
Uh-oh.
theory,
Theory
Lemmy?
time. Here we go. I'm excited.
I think Gino is Andrew Tating Keanu. I think she's a prisoner and he's holding her against her
Oh.
will.
Oh,
That's
no.
the
Forcing her
OnlyFans
to
part, right?
OnlyFans. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I see where you're going with that.
So he's like
I have
pimping
noticed
her
her
out on
wings.
OnlyFans and everything
Yeah.
like that.
Gino Tate.
Oh,
Gino's
no.
taint. What? What about Gino's taint?
I have noticed her wince a lot and kind of, you know how Gino does that thing where he gets all happy and he starts punching somebody's shoulder. He was doing that and she's like,
Yeah, she flinches. She flinches a lot too when he's around.
yeah. Every time he picks up a bottle, she goes
Yeah.
all the time.
Domestic abuse is not a laughing matter, folks. For
It's
you,
not at all.
For those of you out there laughing hysterically right now at the abuse jokes, I understand. I relate, but
You should also be
we're
ashamed.
better than that. And at the same time, you should shame yourself. But that makes the whacking off that much better in the long run.
True.
The tears help too immensely.
Mm.
I've always enjoyed like
That's
crying myself. It's gonna come. Always enjoyed that immensely.
For those of you affected by abuse, please call this hotline 1-800-555-0000.
Double up buck.
I was gonna give Gino's cell phone number, but I
Yeah.
Oh, we have it. Should we get it out? He does.
you affected by what kind of abuse? Spousal abuse?
The good kind.
The good kind.
Domestic.
Those of you affected by domestic abuse can call this 1-800 cell phone number at the bottom of our screen.
Domestic abuse? I like import abuse. Like, you bring it in and then you get abused by it. Like we actually do as Americans and Europeans, we understand that very well, right?
I'd like to
don't
abuse
answer
some
that, Lemmy.
importers.
I know you want to say something horribly racist right now, but would just hold back your comments. Tell we're backstage where we're safe from all the cultural norms that people find themselves in these days. Which we
I don't know, man. If some foreign dude came over here and started telling me what to do, the audacity would be kind of hot, if I'm being honest.
That's a good segue. Maybe you knew that I was getting text messages as we were speaking. But text message number one.
I should not
from
even
how did you frame that? From a person from where?
Person.
Oh, what did I say? A
What did you
foreigner?
say?
Did I call him a foreigner?
Foreigner. And that's you don't have to
No,
be
you refer to them as
hot-blooded.
stinky people.
I'm hot-blooded. Check it and see. I got a finger of Husey.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Lemmy, do you have a bandana on your microphone like Steven Tyler?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, she does. Damn. All right. All
Seems
right.
tight, though.
Can you sing like him?
Yeah, it's not like Todd. No, probably not.
I
I could if
told
I
you
like
use it as-
practice a little bit.
Oh, did you
I was
join
hoping
the-
you could start an Aerosmith cover band or something.
No, that's like Crips. She's gonna start Crip walking. She's gonna start hanging out with Snoop Dogg. Next thing you know, she'll be smoking weed, selling drugs, and
Listen, this is a
gang
Harry
bang.
Potter bandana. I don't think I'm that. It's not gangster. It's like the least. It's like opposite of gangster. It's
Well,
the
no, okay.
dorkiest fucking.
I can picture like some gangster that's all dressed up like in their wizard outfit, and they're like, "Shoo, flippity dippity doo," like shooting magic shit out their hand or their little wand.
You don't
Instead of
see
a
it.
9mm, they hold their stick sideways. You know.
Avada Kedavra, bitch.
There you go. All right, we got a forwarder. He says, "Hey man." Speaking of which, hey man. Hyman. It's Hyman. It's pronounced Hyman, not hey man. Hey man, can you ask Lemmy if she knows where my Viking helmet is? I may have left it in her place last night after the bareback fuck sesh.
With who?
Is that true?
Is there a Viking?
Do you have it?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I have the Vikings helmet.
Was he that horny? Get it? Because of his helmet?
I mean,
Yeah,
The
those
joke's
people
right there.
drink from a horn, right?
I got some horns.
I mean, if you actually do have the helmet, I would love to see it.
not on me. I sold it.
Yeah, I've
Easy,
been known to
easy
put my
business.
helmet on ladies' heads.
I only got a
Slappingly.
Roman war
It's
helmet.
a slapping good time. And that's not abuse either. That's not part of the domestic or imported abuse we were talking about earlier. That's not what it is. All right.
Oh, cheers to domestic abuse. Cheers.
Oh, we got negative commentary. I'm guilty of loud equals funny. Oh, am I? Is it? Was I too loud? Have you guys thought I've been too loud this show?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
No.
Yeah.
Loud is
quiet down
always
and
funny.
still be hilarious. Fucking
Your
shit.
volume
The
is
louder
just
you are, the
fine.
funnier you are.
Thank you. Yeah, as long as you
Physics.
three like what we're doing here, that's all that really matters.
It's pure
You
physics.
people.
The louder you are, the
As long
funnier
as
you are.
you people are enjoying this, that's all that matters. We're
What do you
all
mean,
just
you
here to
people?
have a good time, and that's all that matters, because we're good persons.
Who says that?
Uh,
Is that Gino? Does Gino say that?
no. Oh, come on. Quit playing your silly little games.
What?
What? So,
Granny
David
abuse.
Chandler, hashtag stop granny abuse. No. That's what we come here for.
We like abusing grannies.
Mm. I would.
Sorry, I was just reading the chat. Sometimes I'm too dumb to do two things at once.
Me too, Derek. Me too.
Yeah, I bet you
Alex
can't walk
Watt.
and talk at the same time.
I literally cannot walk and talk at the same time. Literally.
I'm sorry.
Alex Watts us. Whoa. Whoa, witchcraft, no good. Agreed. Jesus does not like witchcraft or astrology. Yeah, I don't know. All those bad things.
Yeah, my high school had a serious issue with me reading the Harry Potters, but my dad paid so much to the school that like they literally could not do anything, even about me like reading it in the middle of science class, and I did.
Yeah, my school didn't like me reading Harry Potter, and I was like, well, what if I shaved it? Would that make it better?
What did they say?
It wouldn't be Harry
Potter?
anymore, at least. It'd just be a Potter. It'd be a smooth shaven Potter.
Sounds better to me.
Pete Potter.
All right.
That was
Hey, not all my jokes are winners. I mean, 99.99999% of them are, obviously.
It would be
but that was
Harry Potter.
Mm,
I'll see myself out. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Nah.
Barry Potter.
Yeah,
Hello,
so,
I'm Barry Potter.
Mr. A, you like football.
Yeah. No. I like it as much as
No.
Harry Potter.
I love Harry
so
Potter,
they-
and you're wrong, Salvatore. There are dead children in Harry Potter. 100%. Or few, actually. Read the fourth book. Bro.
Yeah.
Cedric Diggory, dead as fuck.
Good. good.
I used to look up a lot of witchcraft stuff, but that was just because I wanted to see pictures of women dancing around a fire naked, because that's what they showed a lot. But then for some
Running
reason
with
there'd
a
also be
fire.
guys there and their wieners be shaking around. Never mind. Yeah, I want to hear it. I want to stop talking.
Are you talking about porn or witchcraft?
Witchcraft. You ever see pictures of witches dancing naked around a fire?
Oh yeah, I guess I have.
Yeah,
I
used
don't
to
know
look
about
that shit up.
naked.
Oh yeah, they're
I
naked.
know
Yeah,
But then
they're
sometimes there'd be men there too for some reason. I don't know why. And their little floppy
The
wieners would
orgies.
be
They're there for the orgies.
flopping around in the firelight. I didn't look at that.
Welcome, Tiffany Washington. Do not be cross-talking with these people, those people, you people in the chat. You
Yes.
people.
Address us directly.
Right. Do not
Or
be
be
talking
banished.
amongst yourselves. Exactly. Lemmy's the she likes off with their heads
Fucking
type situation. The
douche
guillotine,
rat.
as we call it. Lemmy guillotine.
heads. Off
Fucking time you out for a million fucking seconds, dude. A million.
That's
That's
like
funny you
3
say that,
minutes.
Mr. A. I hate club music, but you just sang one of the very few songs I actually like that's from club music. That off
No,
with their
it's a
head
good
song. I don't know. There's
Off
something
with the
about
heads.
club music that says that I'm
What
into.
the fuck song
It's
is that?
weird. That's
Let me-
pretty
do you
much the
know?
entire song is that one line. I don't think they really say anything else besides off with their heads, like you were saying.
head. Off with the head.
There you go.
And then he goes,
Wow. We're going to get a copyright strike. That's so accurate.
It is. The fuck song is that? Now again. That's all
I think that's the name of the song and everything.
Fun. Let's
Song?
play it.
No.
Why?
You can't do that on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Nah, let's put up a stand. We're not gonna take it anymore. We're gonna do what we want when we want. Fuck you, YouTube. You're not gonna fucking tell me what to do.
And he's gone.
All right. Well, that's what happens when he gets angry, though. So, he's back.
Help me. YouTube's got me.
Oh, wait, no. Stop.
See, dude, we told you.
I can't
We warned
remember
you.
what just happened. I'm
Yeah,
the
so
real
Gino's
Mr.
over hanging out with Aaron Imholt this weekend. They went to a football game yesterday. Did you know that, Mr. A?
Yes, I saw pictures, but I didn't know what that thing was. Some big
What thing?
yard they
What
were
do you mean?
looking at. I don't know. They're like sitting in these stands looking at some big yard with paint on it. The fuck? This is weird.
Big yard. Right.
big
Yeah, it could have been
yard
a
with
prison
paint
for all
on
you
it.
know, right?
Yeah, Looked like a big
bunch of,
prison yard. Bunch
Colorful
of,
people out there walking
What?
in. They're out in the rec area.
Very colorful.
Gen Pop, as they call it.
Cheers to racism. Cheers.
Cheers.
Holy
that,
shit,
YouTube.
I just noticed this. When did you get that hat, Lemmy?
I got this hat like 3 or 4 days ago, and it is my new favorite hat in the entire world. This is my buddy Crack Babies 89 on Twitch. He's a
Crack
mechanic.
babies.
Yep. So he sets his stuff up in his garage. He does dabs out of his awesome rig and stuff, and he works on his Fairmont and other various things in his little garage. It's a really chill time. I love him. So go check
All
it
right,
out.
enough plugging him. Jesus, get a room already. Fuck. Jeez, Lemmy. Yeah, no, shout out to Crack Babies. And you're fucking chat. I've talked to you about this, Lemmy. This is not okay.
That's the fake Lemmy.
Is it the real
No, I'm
fake
lying.
Lemmy?
No, that's me.
Is it
That's
the
me.
real fake Lemmy?
Yep. No,
David
I heard-
Chandler, I prefer X's to crosses, although an X is arguably just a cross that fell over. Correct, sir. Correct. Yeah, and also Balls Deep dropped that link into the chat, which you all are welcome to go check out as soon as we're done here, but not before, unless you have 2 browsers open or something where you don't like
Why
go.
you do that?
I don't want you to leave us. I have abandonment
But
issues. I
mute their
always
show.
have. It's a
We all
huge
do.
problem. Right. Yeah. especially Lemmy.
Don't leave us,
Do you have
guys.
abandonment
Please.
issue? Do you
No,
have
there used to be that
abandonment issues?
argument that Jesus wasn't on a cross like we think, like it was actually an X. Have you ever heard that theory?
Like
They
one of
used to
those
think about people
sexual
like that.
things? That's what
I
they use for sex.
Yes, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
It's because it spreads your legs. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, yeah.
Really?
It's like
yeah.
the
crucifixion
swing?
adjacent.
Jason. Oh yeah, well, oh yeah.
Adjacent.
But I've seen it
Just
more
one.
used in sex than people
That's
fucking.
one adjacent. Adjacent.
If it was an X, or what if it was a glory hole? People walking around with necklaces of a glory hole, or more bondage material, like the X.
Yeah, because if you were wearing it, that would just mean X marks the spot in a glory hole. I mean, come on, let's be serious.
Yeah.
Aim for the
Like the
X,
fucking-
folks. Aim your
it
jizz at the
the,
X because it's right here on right under his mouth.
Like the LGBT statue they put up. Was that LGBT or is it just?
I don't think that. Do they have an X in LGBTQPI plus PP?
No, I was just bringing up the
hope not.
statue they made for him. It's just a big butthole. Did you see that?
Yes.
There's
Yeah,
some kind
the
of
art.
monument for gay people.
Where was that?
Yeah, I don't know. Was that in this country or was that in another country even?
No, I'm pretty sure it was like this. It was in some
this-
city in America, but yeah, it just looked like a giant butthole. Maybe it
Butthole,
was at
yeah.
the. Shit, I'll
glory
have to
hole.
look it up here in a minute.
Yeah, we'll see those butthole statues sometime.
Right.
Just look up butthole statues. See.
Butthole statue.
I bet you'll come right up.
But yeah, you know, Mr. A, I've actually been wanting to know for a while now. When you
What my
go
butthole
to
looks
the
like?
no, when I know that already. But no, when you go to the glory holes that you frequent, when you get down on your
Glory
knees,
hole.
do you accidentally get poked in the eye anytime?
No, why? It's not a peephole. The point of a glory hole is so you don't see who's on the other side. You don't go peering through there, It's breaking the rules. Breaking the rules.
That's
Yellow
what they
jeans.
mean by
Ain't no-
doxing. That's what doxing is, Bobby Nick. When you peek
Yeah.
through a glory hole.
They go, hey, don't dox me. Just suck it.
I know nothing about glory holes, so I was just curious.
No.
What is there to know? It's a hole in the wall.
But-
You can put your dick in and it sucks it. Or the other way around.
Haven't you ever
know?
just said like, "Oh, I slipped and fell, and that dick that was sticking through the glory hole fell in my mouth"? That's your excuse for like, "No, I'm not gay. I don't even know how that happened. I slipped, I fell, and next thing I know, there was a penis in my mouth."
See, like, yeah, you know, like, Kate, you could slip and fall on the penis. Like, maybe it might not go in your mouth. Maybe it'll go into your eye.
That's why in those bathrooms they have come floor signs. Come floor signs.
It sounds worse than a cum dumpster, even.
Ugh.
Get it? It's like wet. Bobby, didn't you get it?
I got it. I got it. It's disgusting.
Yeah, so
I'm
yeah,
imagining
they all-
some Canadian with a super thick accent getting his dick sucked through like a Canadian glory hole at Tim Hortons.
Justin
Just like
Trudeau.
the accent
Oh.
in my head.
Whoa. Oh, be careful. I'm about to come, eh? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Your
I
hose
come
is a
on
real
back.
hoser, hoser.
Exactly what it sounded like in my head.
Less teeth, eh, you hoser?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh yeah, that's just hilarious.
yeah. Hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey.
This is correct.
Hey!
Scott Fitzpatrick says only Chad Zumach has dared to look into a glory hole. And what he found was Cumbia Country poking right at him.
Yeah, that
Someone
dick said,
stuck
it's
their dick
Cumbia
in my eye.
country. And boom!
Yeah,
right in
yeah.
his
This
eye.
is Cumbia Country. Ugh. Take a dick in the eye, boy.
You've never heard that saying before? If you peer into a glory hole, the glory hole will peer into you. Oh, no, it's pee
Your
into you. I'm
soul?
sorry.
I
Yeah.
believe it. I believe it.
Deep into your whole soul.
Into your
soul.
in your soul, your boy's soul.
Your anus.
Boy's soul. You have to pay the glory hole to get to this boy's hole.
This comment surprises me, David Chandler, and I thought Tim Hortons couldn't get any better. I thought he was a straight man, but today has proven me wrong. Or maybe he's a straight guy when he's out of the closet, but when he's in the closet, other things are happening, which is understandable.
Well, I mean,
No,
are you
the
really
point of a
gay?
glory hole.
Hold on a second. Are you really gay if you're getting your dick sucked? You know?
And you don't know
Say
what's
no.
on the other side.
Yeah,
it's like a Schrodinger
exactly.
situation, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Plausible deniability.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what if while you're getting your dick sucked, the guy says, "You like that, you faggot?" and you say yes.
Well,
I mean, it's 2023. It still could be a chick.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Right. Yeah. Don't be transphobes out there, people. That's correct. Lemmy told you. You listener.
Like David
Yeah, my
Chandler
buddy
said,
was telling me a
mouth is
story
mouth.
about. My buddy was telling me a story about he was in a jail one time, and he said he had a cellmate, and he was like he was fucking the shit out of him, just pounding, going to town, just fucking the shit out of him. And he said that faggot turned around and tried to kiss me. Can you believe that?
Oh. Here's something else they said at the Tim Hortons. Let me put your Timbits in my mouth, eh?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah,
Ooh, hot coffee.
that's awesome. Got to watch some of the game. I don't watch much football anymore, but apparently Gino not only got engaged, but his team won. So he didn't have to travel all the way to Minnesota just to watch his team get his ass kicked, which is a huge problem with going to watch sports games. If you go like travel to go watch a sports game and then your fucking team loses, it's fucking miserable. Has happened to me. I can confirm. Been done before. Nothing worse than that.
For the good guys.
Shit, Aaron didn't have to go like barely anywhere, and the Vikings lost. And the members only show last night, he was so low energy, man. He was just like, yeah.
No, that's not called low energy. That's called fucking blackout drunk. There's a difference.
No, because if the Vikings, and April made this point, if the Vikings would have won, he could still be the same level of drunk, and he would have been fucking hype, dude. He would have been woo.
There is actually something to that. Lemmy is calling it out. That is true. That
April called it out, and I was like, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, yeah, sports in general do affect men's health and our mental whatever's going on with us. I can't confirm. I've kind of stopped watching sports, but I guarantee that all these years I've been watching sports, it definitely affected my attitude. No doubt about it.
You're right. You're right. I
You're
remember
right,
when
dude.
Stone Cold turned heel. I was so
I
sad.
knew this was a wrestling thing coming.
Yeah.
Fuck
Dude,
you,
my stepdad,
wrestler.
dude. My stepdad watched a lot of wrestling, and I remember when it was between him and The Rock and shit like that, and it was just it would absolutely affect his mood. Like Alabama games would affect his mood. Like he would be stomping around the house like a fucking dinosaur if he was mad about it. It was fun.
It was actually some of the greatest funniest Stone Cold there was when he was a bad guy, though. So
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. He's a good heel.
Oh, were you talking about football? I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about Stone Cold, dude. Stone Cold was a great heel.
What?
No, just back to David Chandler. Unless there's stubble, that sounds very transphobic. So I'm not going to address it. Back to the glory hole thing. Like, if you don't know what's on the other side, but there's stubble, come on, man, be better than that. Yeah, Latin ladies, for example, whatever. We're pro-trans. We're trans.
One time I was at the
pros.
glory hole. I was sucking this guy's dick, and he went, "You got my dick stone cold hard right now. Hell yeah! I'm gonna come."
But honestly, you know, I know a lot of biological females who have
That you
stubble.
do.
Who have stubble.
Oh.
You know, so
Oh,
it's a thing anyway. So
What's his name?
I'm not saying.
you ever have your lady grow her leg hair out until it's like kind of sharp, and then she rubs it against your face and you punch her?
No.
If you're affected by domestic abuse, please call this 1-800 number. If you've grown your
Cheers.
leg hair out and rubbed it against your man's face and he's punched you for it, please call this number. It's a very serious thing.
That's right, Scott.
Oh, I see. This is a shout out. Soup party. Granny's going down on his knees to suck weenies on October 28th. Oh wait, no, this is a boxing reference. Never mind. I was thinking something completely different because we were talking about glory holes. But yeah,
I
absolutely.
wonder what kind of soup that is. Cream of chunky vagina debris.
Oh,
yeah.
please.
No, that's Bobby Nick's favorite brand. That's what they eat up there in Canada.
No.
Campbell's cream of chunky vagina debris.
Chunky white stuff chunk. Tiffany Washington, I was watching Granny last night. It was great. What, did he watch the entire member show completely? Lemmy? Or
Who did I watch all of Granny's show?
Yeah.
Not
no,
all
like,
of it.
Did he watch the entire member show from his stream pretty much? I know he called in.
No,
You know
I
how
don't think
know
so.
that?
I think he just, because you were listening to Stilton?
Because I might even have his phone call queued up.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-bam.
All right.
All right, Mr. A.
Disclaimer. I take no responsibility for Granny.
Take my headphones off.
Granny's here without
No. This is for you. I want you to trash this phone call. That was the point of this. You're supposed to destroy this phone call and explain why it's so bad and how bad it is.
Let's go.
Your job.
Stop this bullshit already.
Off the trails.
Record says we are. We're 0-3. Let's go to the phones here quick.
Call from. Hello, it's Granny. How are you tonight?
Hello, Granny. What's up, buddy? Thanks for the help.
Hey, no problem. How are you doing tonight, bud?
Not the greatest, man. I got a little bit of a headache. I'm a little drunk. My Vikings are 0-3, but what do you do?
Granny, feel the room out, man. Feel the room
Well,
out.
listen, I'm a Jags fan. We're 1-.
Yeah, it's you could tell that it's a somber moment. And Aaron was like grateful for. Yeah, what, Bobby?
He's like depressed. God damn.
Yeah, look at that face he's making.
My dad died.
I mean, I kind of froze it on the here's your sign. He looks excited. What do you think he's most excited about? That his Vikings are 0-3 or that Granny's calling into his show?
That he just polished his gun.
I'm focused more on April. I usually watch April when Granny calls in. That's my because I like to watch her reactions and stuff. And like you can tell on her face right now already, she's like, "Oh, here, all right, what?"
Smirk. I can see a smirk under that finger. She's smirking.
Aaron's just a sourpuss. April's facial expressions make me giggle. That's what I usually focus on when Granny calls.
This is a great pause right here, though. We got his face and we got her sniffing her finger.
It really is. It wraps up like this whole thing in a nutshell.
Hello, yeah. April, what's your finger smell like? Okay. I'm gonna quote Melton. I apologize to everybody in the world for saying "rot pocket."
Oh, that's awful.
What's your finger smell like? Rot pocket.
Who's hers or Keanu's?
I'm not even gonna go there. It popped in my head, and I'm a shitty person, so I had to say it. Come on, I'm not a good person.
You guys are ruining Hot Pockets for me, dude. Don't do that.
Rat pocket.
Try a Hot Pocket. They're breathtaking. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say this.
I'm not good at my job.
That's all I was gonna say. All right, well, we'll get back to her. Just look at it. You got to take that face in. That's a great face.
2, we lost to probably the second worst team
Hasn't changed.
secondary today. But I was mostly calling because I wanted to tell you how wildly unprofessional it is. Is it unprofessional or un?
Unprofessional, but that's all right.
Definitely un.
In professional?
In
What the fuck is
Lemmy,
in
maybe you can
professional?
explain. Yeah, well, if it's in professional, that means you're
I'm
in
in
something professional. Right? Like, I play in for professional sports.
Interracial.
I didn't say interracial. Fuck you. What did you say that
almost
for?
did.
Why is that on the
Ray's
tip of your
illiterate.
tongue, Mr. A?
It
What the
sounded
fuck
like
is
you were
going on
about to.
here?
You were like, interracial.
Let's go take a peek at your browser history. Fuck me, dude.
No.
Jesus.
No.
This is a dark exposed Mr. A we have going on here. Fuck, I was gonna ask Lemmy something. Now I've completely forgot what I was gonna say.
What
Of your
did he mean by
commentary.
impersonal? That's what you were asking her.
Impersonal? I don't know. Granny's illiterate, dude.
Oh yeah. That's
He's
what grade
illiterate?
did he last
Illiterate.
graduate? What's the highest grade level he was at?
He dropped out when he was 15 and then went and got his GED when he was 15
Yeah, but he was still in the
and has
second
been
grade.
working since he was
So freshman, sophomore, but then GED. Which doesn't count, folks out there. If you have your GED, you're a trash human being like Granny. You're no better than Granny. No worse.
No, he was a school
also.
kid, man. He's smart. He's a smart dude. He just wasn't a school kid. He was very
Lemmy,
with the
let me stop you right there. I've
He was
talked
awful.
to Granny. I have talked to him personally. Stop what you're doing right now. You don't have to defend him all the
He
time.
was smart enough to take the GED at 15 and pass with flying colors
Lemmy,
and get like scholarship offers.
Lemmy,
So,
you don't have to defend him. I get it.
Listen.
He's your man. This is what you're supposed to stand by, my man. Like you're like.
I also
Loretta
agree that
Lynn
he
or
has
whatever.
wasted a damn near all of that potential. I'll agree with that, but both things can exist. He has squandered it.
Those
He had it,
GED
but he squandered it.
exams. The only thing they grade on those GED exams is the first question that says name. Of course,
Oh,
he got that right.
not in Florida,
dude. Only in Florida.
Mm.
My bad.
Better
I'm
than-
kidding. I'm kidding. I so
Is that
lit.
Is that like an OnlyFans that they only have in Florida?
What?
Only in Florida?
Only Florida's.
Only Florida.
Only Florida.
Yep.
Actually, in all honesty, even though Florida is trash, I have seen many a hot girl on Cops. So can confirm
That is true.
They do come pretty hot, and that's not just the weather.
I can confirm that Florida's kind of trash, honestly.
Yeah, trash can be cool too, though.
We don't need you to.
I'm just saying.
There's news stories that confirm it.
A lot. I know there are.
Just type in Florida man.
Florida
All right, we'll continue now. I know we get horribly sidetracked when we try to do this, but here we go.
Back to Florida man.
Unprofessional it is to do a show drunk or make calls drunk. And I would like to say that I would never do either one of those things, and you should be absolutely ashamed of yourself.
I'm ashamed, and the only reason I'm doing this is because I know I'll be bullied by my audience for not doing a members only show. So I'm doing one drunk.
Does he kind of remind you of Chad Zumach at this point? Talking like that?
What do you mean?
I was trying
We will.
members-
The slurring? Oh, we know he's
Yeah,
drunk.
the slur.
Sometimes he gets drunk, and we do make fun of him.
Well, he kind of
absolutely.
sounds like, yeah. Okay. But he sounds
It's-
like Chad a little bit when he talks. Like,
Yeah, it's getting a little Zumaki.
The Chad drawl.
Yeah.
Chad.
Drunk, and this is also because Gino's passed out upstairs, so I really can't hang out with him at all.
I mean, y'all could get in there and go like nut to butt and kind of have a sleepover. You know what I mean?
I hear you. It is
No.
my problem. It's a problem of effort, but I'm not willing to do the things that it takes to make that happen.
It could work though.
It could
Are you
be.
a head to toe guy or nut to butt when you're in the same bed as a man?
I think you got to go nut to butt. I think head to toe leaves too much to the imagination.
And it's just gross.
I just don't
Okay.
get in a
Really?
bed with another man.
Really?
I just
Yeah.
don't do that.
You ever been
I'm
in
an adult.
the same sleeping bag as a man?
No, I have
No!
not. I would tell you if I was, but no, I have not.
Not e-
Yeah, if you were, you would obviously bring the Vaseline, or else that would
what's-
be unprofessional.
What's going on there with those questions? I mean,
Yeah, what's this line of questioning about? Holy shit!
I don't even ask us questions about sleeping
I don't know why
bags.
you're asking me, man. I'm not Granny's keeper. I am not his keeper, dude.
You never like unzipped a sleeping bag and found a stranger?
no, except for that one time.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
there was one time, so there you go.
Hey,
folks.
what's moving around
No.
down there?
I am not responsible for what comes out of Granny's mouth one bit. That is his
Where's
business.
the
He
bag?
says what he says. I mind my business and I'm pretty much the horse poop cleaner upper after the fucking parade. You know what I mean? That's me, bro.
You walk
So,
around behind
I just
it
let
and
him do his
pick
own
up the
thing.
duty piles. I got it.
Can
Yeah.
you horse
Um,
poop after anal sex?
Yep.
Never.
Yeah, is it weird that he only does anal? Like, is
Who,
that
Aaron?
a thing? Yeah, no, Granny.
Oh, he doesn't. Sometimes he doesn't want me to fuck him in the butt. Sometimes he wants me to fuck him in the front,
Oh,
like a
Wow.
lady.
In the front butt.
No, this is actually. I mean, this is totally gonna derail our fucking show again because that's what we do here at
fuck his
BYB.
pee hole?
But yeah. Okay. Let me look up the words. I have to look up the words of this.
Docking?
No. Fuck, what is it
Sounding.
called?
That's when you fuck somebody's
Muff-
front, but that's
muffing.
the pee hole.
Muffing.
The pee hole.
It's called muffing.
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 What's
You guys will look this up, and I'm not fucking shitting you. This was actually on Cody Canuck. Cody Canuck will be on Friday night. I'm really gonna derail, and we'll get back to this. Yeah, so hit the like button, smash to subscribe to our channel. Everything down below, also QR code right up above Mr. A. Definitely make sure you're sub to our channel. We're trying to get to 500 subs so we can get monetized, or at least think about being monetized. We'll see. But we want to do members only shows. But also, we got Cody Canuck coming on Friday night. We got Triple G and Mudman coming on Wednesday night. So huge shout out to Cody Canuck, who we got Friday, who I learned about muffing, jelking. What was the other one?
I was only joking.
Yeah.
I joke all the time.
We'll talk about all this stuff on Friday, but muffing is when you have sex, like there's like in your where the lines come through your bones for your testicles. There's little holes in there, like if you push the skin in backwards, and that would be the having sex inside of those like holes. Obviously, there's loose skin there called the scrotum. But like sometimes your balls disappear. Have you ever felt that? And you have to like pull it out of yourself.
Not out of me. I felt it on Granny.
Okay,
They're in their
so
charging
one ball.
station.
I know what you're talking about.
Good old one ball Granny. When good old one ball Granny shows up to the house and you need to pull his nut out for him.
Andrew
There's
only has one ball.
that area that they go into. People have sex into those areas.
Why?
No, they don't.
Good question.
Oh.
All I know is it exists and it's a thing, and it's called
It's not.
muffing.
Oh.
It's not real.
No.
It's
No.
fucking A-real. Don't you fucking call me a liar, lady. I
Look it up
goddamn
on
to you.
Pornhub.
I didn't know if I believed
See
that
it?
shit either until I looked it up after I watched fucking Cody Connect show, the Full Mental Retard show.
You saw somebody stick their dick in somebody's testicle cavity.
Negative. I have not actually
Alright.
seen it happening.
Well, you gotta
Make
see
sure it
it.
didn't happen.
But I know that
You
those
can
little things
Think of these things.
I know that those little holes are there though, because I felt them.
Yeah. And anyone else who would know could also then think of, hey, wouldn't it be funny if I said people had sex with these things that you could barely even touch? And it's, did you ever get your fucking like scrotum, like, you know, you get your fucking What is it called? Not
Your
just
fuck
grabbed
scrotum?
random
Is that what
man.
you call it?
No, but grabbed by a doctor. You know how you get your whatever. Yeah, that. I had one doctor like push really fucking hard, and like he was trying to feel in those fucking holes or something. It hurt like hell.
Yeah.
Maybe you try to pop your nuts like a grape.
No, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I think it was the same guy that said "nice growth" to me, and I was a kid. It was at school.
What does that mean? You got a boner? Nice growth?
No, I knew he was lying. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What?
I bet you
Yeah,
thought it
isn't
was
that
really
weird?
weird when he finally put your balls in his mouth, huh?
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did
Is
you
this
give him a
the
lesson?
same guy that said? Is this the same guy you were telling us that story? Like you came in and you were like, "Where do you want me to put my pants?" And he was like, "Next to mine."
Yeah. No. It was at school, like in middle school, like young school, and everyone was lined up there going in there, and this fucking dude was in the nurse's office, and we had to we went on one at a time, you know. I dropped trowel, and he fucking mashed my fucking nuts up there to almost fucking hurt. Maybe it was somebody else. I don't know, maybe he was nice to my nuts, but then he was like, "Nice growth," and I thought that was weird.
Nobody at school ever touched my nuts.
No, you never had the fucking exam done at school?
No.
Okay, that was weird.
Derek?
Yeah. There was a doctor
Not
there.
at school, but yeah, a doctor for a physical for sports for school. They made us do physicals.
It came into school.
So yeah, I went to a doctor who, yes, grabbed my balls and made me cough. You know about this, Lemmy? They grab your balls and make you cough.
Yep. To like check for.
You've heard about it.
Cancer and shit.
I'm not gonna put you in a QZ situation where you're talking about.
It's not
balls.
to check for cancer. I don't think it's to check for
It's not?
cancer.
Okay. I don't know what it's for. I just know that turn your head and cough.
It's for
like
fun.
The doctor grabs your balls. It's just for fun.
Yeah.
Is it for like
yeah.
what the fuck is it for? Hernias? Something?
I don't know. You pay all
Like
that
a
money,
hernia
you might
wound.
as well get your balls jiggled around a little bit, right? Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go to jail, they make you spread your ass cheeks and cough. I know that.
Yeah. Well, that's to check for drugs. Shit, they don't care
Yeah.
about your health. They want to know if you're bringing in heroin.
That's the only time I've ever had that done.
Nope.
Jesus.
That was the last time I had it done.
All right,
Now I
I'm falling
pay guys
behind
to
on
do
this. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Granny. All right. Granny graduated Mensa. I don't think you graduate Mensa. I think it's just a society that you join, like Bohemian Grove or like the New World Order. It's one of those kind of things. I don't know.
No,
what
he
they do
had
exactly.
MRSA. He graduated
Oh.
from MRSA.
Yeah, I've had MRSA too. Look at that fucking scar.
Oh.
It was fucking horrible. Yeah, confirmed. I enjoyed the drunk show, but I also like replayables too. So, yep, we all do. We get it. We're with you, David Chandler. I don't even drink, and I like watching people drink and act like goofs.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Is much fun. Like one of our all-time great fucking clips. The let me see if I still have it. I think I just erased it last week. This is not good.
Oh no!
I'm not good at my job.
Damn it, Derek.
Clam radio. Yeah.
Clam.
I replaced
radio.
Clam radio. Yeah, I took it off. Damn it. Timing is everything, folks. And I have bad timing.
Well, to be fair,
Oh,
we
yeah,
haven't
balls
used it in
deep.
a while, so.
Yeah, balls deep says
Yeah.
hernias. I think that sounds correct.
Hernias.
With a name like Balls Dip, he should know what the fuck they grab your balls for.
I was wondering why my head looked weird because I'm wearing these fucking headphones. It looks square now. Lily, Lily.
Have you ever had a doctor tickle your taint, Mr. A?
No, they don't. They won't. I asked him to. He won't do it. Kick me out.
Scott Fitzpatrick, I never had drugs in my butt, but I think I'm so tight I could spread the cheeks and not drop the goods.
I have a
I
t-shirt
agree.
that says drugs in my butt.
I agree because
We're at the airport.
every fart he cuts is like you can tell he's got a tight asshole.
Can tell there's some.
Yeah, when Mr. A farts, it's like a baby yawning.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like when you want to wipe off a mirror and you just.
No, it's like when there's a tumbleweed when we go.
Yeah, exactly. We
That's my
couldn't hear anything. You're always saying
Oh, you
that.
couldn't
Did I
hear that?
fart? And we're like, what? No. All right. So I guess we're back. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Granny, the alcoholic, is calling in to Aaron, the lesser of an alcoholic, with Gino upstairs, who's an alcoholic. Passed out, apparently. He couldn't do the show. So, which is in line with the stories we hear on a weekly basis from Gino. Whether he passes out in a car in Pennsylvania or under a bridge or on a bench in New York City, probably the most dangerous place in the world to fall asleep in, besides Somalia. But being drunk on a YouTube channel, come on, like 3/4 of the YouTube channels have drunks on them, if not more. I think I'm like, me and Lemmy are like, maybe Bobby Nick, we're like 3 of the very few non-alcoholics on shows.
That's true.
You're not an alcoholic?
Me?
Huh? I said you're not.
Derek? Yeah. But Derek is not an alcoholic?
Me?
I don't know if I want to. Do you drink?
No.
Why?
I've drank enough to float a battleship around, and I wouldn't feel anything below my legs anyway. So what's the point? Is that what you're going for? Is that what you wanted, Mr. A? Do you want a fucking cripple joke again?
Well, no, I was gonna say, isn't that? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to get into that. You know, isn't
aren't currently drinking. How about that?
Oh, I'm an alcoholic, I guess, in the general sense of the word.
Lead to the reason why, you know, you might be.
And also why I don't drink.
Yeah, so you are an alcoholic.
I suck at it, obviously.
Just because you don't drink anymore doesn't mean you're not an alcoholic. Alcoholics still say, "Hey, I've been sober for 30 years, but I'm still an alcoholic," right?
My name's Derek, and I'm an alcoholic. Hi, Derek.
Hi, Derek.
Welcome.
There. Now we got it.
All right.
That is some audacity in real life. You guys witnessed it all here first, folks.
IRL.
Just pure,
We're doing it.
unadulterated.
We're doing it. We're doing it live.
Such an asshole. My bad.
All right.
I didn't mean
continue. So we've been derailed for like 20 minutes now. Now we can get back to this clip.
Not even your crusty sleeping bag?
No, my crusty sleeping bag was just for me.
Crusty sleeping bag, is that a reference to Ray DeVito and Gino Bisconte both having pink blankets that for example, Gino Bisconte used to jerk off his brother under a pink blanket when they were kids. You aware of this?
I was not aware of that.
It is a
no.
fact.
What?
Fact.
His brother Max Loads.
Yeah.
He used to jerk his brother off, Max Loads, under a blanket when they were kids. His older brother.
But when he was young,
So, that makes
when he
it
was
better.
young, his name was Intermediate Loads.
Man, I don't want to know that kind of shit. God,
Well,
that
they
is.
put it out there.
man.
That's hot.
Oh, I could have
Yeah,
lived the
he
rest
put
of
out
my
all
life.
right. Andy.
Oh.
Yeah, he used to give his brother rub and tugs. Unlike Jim Stansel, who won't go to the fucking Chinese place across the street next to Sullivan's and get his fucking rub and tug that David Chandler paid for.
What the
piece of
fuck?
shit.
Who wouldn't do that?
That's insulting.
Is he gay?
Apparently,
Yeah.
he has a phobia of hand jobs. I guess
Does somebody have a pink sleeping bag? Who's got a
everybody.
pink sleeping
Apparently, Ray DeVito has one.
I do.
Sleeping bag.
pink
I was thinking
blanket.
blanket.
Yeah.
bag? When I
difference.
prolapsed my asshole, I called it a pink sleeping bag.
I bet you did.
Yeah, A little big to be called a sock. That's true.
Mm-hmm. My big sleeping bag. Go on now.
No, the tail around the old
Well,
water
thanks,
hole
Sarah,
is
listen, have
he
a couple.
jizzed into a sleeping bag. That's what he like jizzed in, I guess. He had like a special
Sock.
sleeping
No, he
bag.
jizzed in a sock, and then the sock got pregnant and had Tukey. Became Tukey.
Oh, praise be. I love Tukey.
That is the lore of Tukey. Another great show. Shout out to OJ and B Dabbler. They're fucking awesome, dude. I like those guys. Good cats.
It's all about the Tookie.
You know, the
Come on,
oldest
the Tookie. So you can take the cookie and stick it in your
So you can take the DeVito and shove it up your.
Well, for me, buddy, I think you really need to keep this tray going. I mean, run it right off the trails and like spill like PVC into like rivers and shit.
Yeah.
Run that motherfucker right off.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that advice. I'll take that into consideration.
Yep, gotta go. Bye.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. Later, man. That's Granny.
Yeah, he would never make a drunk call.
Yeah, this is not going to be the normal members only show you're used to. I am not a good drunk broadcaster. Nobody's a good drunk broadcaster.
Nobody really is.
No,
What are you
some people like
talking
to
about?
think they
Are you out of your
Like,
mind?
I agree with you. The only reason I'm down here is for moral support of
myself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Obviously, those are points to be made, right? Are there some streams that are funnier because the people are drunk? But is it limited to a? I always say that there's like a window that you can fit your funny into if you're getting drunk. Like 3 beers in, you're funnier than you were with no drinks.
There's a
Or
hole I
like
can fit my
10
top
drinks
with.
in, you start getting all fucked up and not making sense or like keeping train of thought anymore, and then you lose it. So yeah, so
Train
I
of
think
thought.
it can be funnier when you're drunk, but I also think it could really fucked up for shows. So it's very unprofessional to drink.
Or if you say train of thought.
Off the trails.
Yeah, exactly.
my
She caught that one
favorite the whole
too.
night.
That is not a saying
Love
to run it off the trail.
No,
Run it
Oh,
off
yeah.
the
it's
trail.
new now.
You mean rails?
Off.
Possibly like a
Right.
train that got
Yeah,
derailed.
that's what he was talking. Yeah.
Yeah, but that train engineer would be very unprofessional if you did run off the trails. If you ran off the trails.
Casey Jones is driving that train. High
We're
on
going on the
cocaine.
Oregon trails. We're all gonna die of dysentery. Thanks a lot, Granny.
I'd like to go on
Well-
the Oregon Trail. That's when I fuck
The
somebody in the
wild
guts.
Indians couldn't chase me away. Those are
Oh.
horses, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
See,
well,
I'm just as
couldn't
bad at
drag
this
me away.
fucking Granny is, and I'm not even drunk. This is very unprofessional of me. I apologize.
Wild Indians couldn't scalp me away. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little wild Indians.
Oh, which brings us to our huge football segment.
The
Do you see
Indians?
the Indians are suing the Guardians to get Redskins back as their name. There's a
Are you
lawsuit.
serious?
Oh,
Not a
good.
fucking joke. That's real. You guys could Google that yourself on your free time, but we'll just throw it out there that they're suing the Guardians. I think they're called like the Native Guardians of the United States or something. It's like some organization that's bringing up the lawsuit, which is hilarious. But I've said that a million times. Like, I'm surrounded by Indians out here. There's the Oregon Trail ends where I'm at, pretty much. So there are wild Indians and normal ones too. But yeah,
They claim to
all
be
wore
wild
Cleveland Indian
Indians from
hats
the
and Redskins
plains.
hats. All the men walk around and they're beaded. They like on seams. They have beads. Yeah,
Oh.
they make their Redskins and Cleveland Indian hats cooler, and they're already cool. Whatever them.
They're
They like
proud
it.
of that shit.
They're proud. They're proud of their Chambord boys or their backyard boy. I'm proud of my backyard boy. Isn't that a musical?
Proud of your boys.
It should be.
Chambord.
Proud of your boy?
So,
Your backyard boy? Boom! All right, that was a triple.
There was
thank
a
you,
show on
actually.
Netflix.
That's a great fucking advertisement, as they say in England. But yeah, my joke had 3 meanings in it. So anyone that don't think I'm funny, which is everyone, fuck you, everyone.
You're freaking out, man. Calm down.
You are freaking
I
out.
was watching
man.
this show on Netflix. Yeah. There's a show on Netflix, or there was. I don't know. It was called "You Are Under Arrest," and it took place in Canada. There, Bobby Nick. It took place in Canada. It was like
Nice.
it was like cops, but it was in Canada, and most of the people they're arresting, unlike America, where it was,
Hold on
What?
a minute.
unlike what's up?
They're called Mounties. Can we just get the vernacular
No.
corrector?
No, they're regular cops,
No, they're
So instead
Mounties.
of cops in Canada, it would be Mounties. That's the name of the show, right?
I didn't see
Mounties.
no red suits. They weren't riding mooses. They were regular
Moose.
cops.
What a
in cop cars
Mountie
wearing blue
is.
suits.
Fuck.
What's up? What? Mounties don't wear the red suit, the black sash over it,
No.
and they ride mooses. What's a Mountie? I'd like to Mountie you.
Back like 200 years ago, yeah, maybe.
I'll be right
So
back.
do you call? Oh, okay. Do you call police officers Mounties?
RCMP. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Yes.
Mounted.
Mounted
That
police.
is the word we're working with here, Bobby Nick. Mounted, Mountie.
What-
Yes.
do-
Okay.
Do they
so you're
mount their
arguing,
cop cars now? Why they still call them
you
Mounties?
arguing
That's
semantics with us?
stupid.
Because
I don't know. But anyways, the point of my story, I don't even know if I should say this now. The point of my story is that on the show, most of the people they arrested were Native Americans and for some reason Asian people. There's a lot of Asians that were getting in trouble there.
Same.
Yeah, but mostly Native Americans, Native Canadians, I guess you would call them, Inuits, Eskimos, I think.
First Nation, maybe? Maybe that's what they're called.
First Nation, yeah. They ride polar bears, Chris says. Thank
But
you, Chris. That's what I was
FYI,
trying to think of.
They're not just the First Nation, they're the last nation. Uh-huh.
Oh, we are the nation of domination.
But yeah, that's what I see all the time. Like you go to a jail here and it's full of natives. It's not full of black people. It's full of natives.
Well, they're almost there.
Whoa, that's
Huh?
hey, Detroit.
What?
Detroit, how's it going?
She sounds like a Canadian when she talks. I've heard her talk.
Detroit.
I think she might
go
say
Bears.
a boot.
Go
Can you say a
Bears.
boot? Do you say a boot,
She says
Detroit?
a boot. She says she's gonna stick a boot right up your ass.
What's this all about? Is that what the
No,
Mounties
but
say? They
I don't
come
know
and
if you
say,
guys saw
"What's this all
Scopo
about?"
today, but they were going back through the whole Kevin Brennan thing again. Like when Kevin Brennan and it, like they were breaking it down again.
Oh,
But it was kind of interesting. There was kind of a part in there I didn't really catch very good, which was that Kevin Brennan, every time Gino was bringing up the fact that he was trying to show the thread of like messages that would show that Kevin Brennan was kind of a little bit full of shit on that whole thing. That's when Kevin Brennan kept freaking out and doing stuff. So it was kind of interesting to watch, but I don't know if he's broken it down for Aaron before, but whatever. It was interesting enough to watch.
did he talk about the Kevin Brennan compound freak out?
Yes,
Is that what he's bringing up? Okay,
the
he's
slamming the
reacting all
door
that.
and
Slamming
all
the
that.
door, yep, pushing over the microphone. Cause you're a.
but I did. We did have a. That's
Hey,
just A, the letter A.
I'm
not
Mr. A.
EH. No, yeah, Mr. A, EH, Mr. EH. You should change it,
I should do that.
but you're not
Yeah,
Canadian,
do
so
that
you
right
don't really
now.
qualify. But
yeah, you can't do it.
I could be.
You're
I could jump right into that fucking river.
You don't suck tickets. He's a
Oh, but then the A won't be in my
he's
name
a
anymore.
piazza. Yeah, but did you see the? Okay, so Canada had this guy come and speak to Parliament.
Parliament.
What?
Guy
Did he speak to another kind of
a
cigarette?
Nazi in the 40s, and they're celebrating. This takes a second.
I don't know what you're saying. You're clipping.
You're clipping a little bit. Something about Nazis. I know you like talking about them, but it's.
All right. Well, I'll try to. If I can't read this, maybe one of you guys can. Can you hear me pretty good now?
Oh, now you're okay.
A little bit better, yeah.
Okay. So Zelensky came and was talking to the Parliament in Canada, and he honors a literal Nazi. Meet Yaroslav Hunk. Wow, that's an awesome last name, Hunk. My last name was Hunk.
What a hunk.
That would
The
force
incredible
ladies
hunk.
to say the one word they've never said to me in my life. Hunk.
Ooh, that Nazi is such a hunk.
Yeah, Hunk is a Nazi. Hunk is a Nazi. Hunk is Nazi who fought with the 14th Division of the Waffen SS, who's not technically the SS. Okay, so anyone that's curious, Waffen SS just means the regular military, by the way. So that's all that means. But he did fight against.
I know this hunk who's a Nazi.
Yeah, check out this hunk who's a Nazi, but he's like 98 years old now. But he assisted in the systematic extermination of Jewish folks.
What?
Also engaged in wholesale slaughter of Ukrainian people, blah, blah, blah. They honored him as a hero. He was invited to Canadian Parliament. So yeah, like the Azov battalion, that whole story, obviously coming out of Ukraine, that they have a whole battalion that wear swastikas proudly, and the Black Sun, and a few of the other symbols that, of course, I love.
I have a Black Sun.
You know, me personally, as a Canadian, I would also like to honor this man. He's a great man. He did a lot of great things. We're proud of you,
Except for one thing.
He
He didn't really finish the job, so I mean, how great of a job did he do? Come on.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's true.
But yeah, so someone made a good joke about
what did they say? The wrong Jews died? I don't know.
the wrong ones died. The wrong ones died.
The wrong Jews died.
Ezra Levant, who's awesome. You guys have to check him out if you don't know who he is. What is it? It's CCP. Shit, let me look. Make sure. Rebel News. If you like Rebel News, that's Ezra's fucking awesome. He's a brave fellow. But what a roller coaster of a week it's been for Nazi SS officer Yaroslav Hunka. Oh, add an A to the end now. Why don't you, Ezra? Just because you like A's.
Hunka.
For 70 years, he has lived quietly in a small town in Canada, trying not to be noticed by any Mossad Nazi hunters. In the twilight of his life, he was surely surprised to be contacted by the Canadian Parliament, not to prosecute, but to celebrate him as a war hero. He went to Ottawa, brought his friends and family, and received a standing ovation from every MP in the room. That's Montreal parliamentarian. His life was vindicated. He did not have to be ashamed of being a Nazi anymore. His own prime minister was cheering for him. Old Adolf would have been so... Old Uncle Adolf, I should say. But then someone told the truth about him. And then,
he was just following orders. He was just following orders. And he did a real good job at it. That's why he's being rewarded.
Remember that I'll just say a bad joke and you just followed orders. Next time, you should
Yeah,
try
kill 6 million Jews.
honey
Oh, I remember.
He should have
that.
got a hold of me. I would
Yeah, we
have
love
hit him
juice
out.
here. We like apple. We like orange.
Yeah.
Prune, even cranberry. I don't know. I'm making shit up. At this
Bobby, what
point.
about
Just to
letting them out? Oh, sorry. were you trying to ask something there, Bobby, about letting him out or something?
Oh no, I said he should have contacted me. I would have hit him out.
Oh,
You would have what? Him out? Hit him out? Hid him.
Hit-
Hid.
Hid. He
Hid.
could have
Oh,
stayed at
yeah.
my place all these years. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you probably have a little extra room in your basement, right? With next to all those little girls.
Yeah, exactly.
They couldn't find him underneath all the hoarding stuff.
They would have had a grandpa down there, you know.
They would have to find him under a stack of newspapers.
Oh, if you're confused about what I just said, Bobby Nick is a professional. He's in professional babysitting. So that it's not a bad thing what he's doing.
No,
what he's doing for those kids is amazing. It's awesome. It's wonderful. It's good things. Good things. Except for the touching part. It's kind of weird, but whatever.
I'm only joking that I
Talk
think
about
a hoarder movie. It's just
Yeah,
a joke.
let's talk about this. Let's talk about me. Let's talk about you, me, oh my. Justin Trudeau blames Russian propaganda for Canadian Parliament honoring a Nazi. Maybe someone should have done their homework on that guy, huh?
That's a very attractive man.
Oh God, yeah,
so?
wouldn't you vote for him? I mean, I
Look
bet
at
he has
John,
a
that guy.
He's so hot and cute, like Susie. Oh.
He looks like a skinny Jay Leno. Look at that chin.
Yeah,
He's-
women voted
no,
for
he's
him because he
literally
was
just-
hot, and potheads voted for him because he was going to legalize pot. So
Hey, you hear about this?
that's the only reason he's in office,
hear about
folks.
Oh, the only reason. Justin Trudeau. You hear about Justin Trudeau? Yeah. He painted his face black. You hear about this, people? Yeah.
Yeah,
He
dark-
says he's kind of
dark-
It was more brown. It was more brown. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You don't think he looks like Jay Leno? Sorry.
No, he looks exactly like Fidel Castro, though, right? Bell's deal.
Oh.
I get the reference.
Yeah, I'm
That's
pretty
right.
sure he is Fidel's son.
Old
Maybe he had a
daddy
beard.
looked nothing like him, but Fidel, that was there the week she was consummating her pregnancy. Old Fidel was around that week, huh? Remember that time she visited old Havana? It's
those eyebrows
saw
going
the-
on now.
Yeah, she got to go up to Fidel's penthouse and not wear condoms, if you know what I'm saying.
Can somebody like Photoshop a big beard on him so we can see if he looks like Castro? Or
You've never seen those pictures of them side by side?
Oh yeah, it's
They're a spitting image. I think everybody's pretty much seen this. I got to take my dogs out real quick. You guys talk about Fidel
Is that a
Castro.
euphemism?
No.
He hurt. Well, I don't. Without the beard, I don't know how you can tell. Did he have a beard before? What's the side by side picture? I guess I'd have to see that. I thought I did. I remember this brought up before.
Yeah, I mean, but just side by side comparison, even without a beard, he looks very much like Fidel Castro for sure.
I can't get past the chin. You can't see Castro's chin, and that guy's chin is the. Look at that fucking chin.
Go look at a side by side picture.
What's this guy's name? Oh,
Justin Trudeau.
Justin Trudeau.
That's Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Is this an old video of him? Is he that young?
No,
the
I
fuck
think
is
it's
wrong
pretty
with him?
new.
No.
He's young.
Yeah, he's a young dude.
Fuck? Yeah, I heard about that before, but I'm sorry. Without the beard, I'm not going to be able to tell. Look at that fucking chin.
Yeah, no,
you said
I mean,
he was
this
Jay
is-
Leno's son. I believe you. Hey,
This is brand new press conference from like yesterday.
There you
Because
go.
they all just found out. They all just figured out that that guy was a fucking Nazi that had at Parliament, and they didn't realize it, which is hilarious. I'm curious to see what happens to that dude now. But here's his bullshit apology, whatever press conference. Let's hear it.
Obviously, it's extremely upsetting that this happened. The speaker has acknowledged his mistake and has apologized. But this is something that is deeply embarrassing to the Parliament of Canada and, by extension, to all Canadians. I think particularly of Jewish MPs and all members of the Jewish community across the country who are celebrating commemorating Yom Kippur today. It's really important that all of us push back against Russian propaganda, Russian disinformation, and continue.
Did you guys just hear what he just fucking said? This is what kills me.
I don't know
This is
much
why
about
I
it,
played
but since he corrected himself, I'm guessing that you don't celebrate Yom Kippur. It's something that, since you have to like give shit up for it, it's kind of hard. So it's not a fucking celebration. You're enduring it.
Well, sorry, I'm reading funny shit here. Yeah,
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
No, we got to read these real quick. Fitzpatrick, Scott Fitzpatrick. The Red Baron has lots of skills, but his pizza is delicious.
Yeah, it is.
Balls deep. Obergruppen Waffen Waffles. That sounds delicious,
Ooh.
actually.
Is that like a blue
I want
waffle?
to join it just for the food. It sounds wonderful.
Ooh.
No, okay, so yes. So
yeah,
you guys
Yom
caught what he
Kippur.
just said there? You are
Obviously
muted,
not, because
Lenny.
I tried to say something about it. No, it's
He
So
said
I'm
it's
just saying-
propaganda.
Yeah, he said Russian propaganda and Russian disinformation. So the fact that you guys had a old Nazi come and speak at Parliament has what to do with Russian disinformation and Russian, like you said.
Not a
It's
goddamn
really
thing.
important that all of us push back against Russian propaganda, Russian disinformation, and continue our steadfast and unequivocal support for Ukraine, as we did last week with announcing further measures to stand with Ukraine. Important that all of us push back against Russian propaganda, Russian disinformation.
Are you giving them $40 billion like we are too? What are you doing for the Ukraine?
What are you
I'm glad
talking?
somebody else
We're
is
like
full
up
of
to,
shit.
We're like up to $500 billion, dude. Seriously.
I thought I went over with that number. I thought I exaggerated. God damn it.
Not even close, man. It's unbelievable. Yeah, the news story that came out this weekend too on 60 Minutes, they were showing all the things that you guys are funding, because I don't work for a living because I'm a piece of shit. But all of you guys are funding. It's like infrastructure. It's all these government employees' salaries they're paying for. It was like all this other stuff that has nothing to do with like funding the war just to win the war. It was more like funding their infrastructure and the government workers. That was the whole point of giving them money. What? I don't get it.
Aren't we headed for a government
Scam.
shutdown also? Isn't that like on
Bingo.
the horizon?
Thank you, Lemmy. That's exactly what
That's
I
some
was
shit.
going to say. Yeah,
That
we're
is some shit.
looking at furloughs and shit happening in our country, right? But yeah,
the government's going to
send
shut
money
down
to their
for us,
country
but
so
we're
that they
still going to
don't
be
have
giving them
employees.
money.
Yep.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure, dude.
We won't be getting
always
shit,
got
but
our
they'll still be
fucking,
getting trillions of dollars.
Hawaii, a united state, is burning to the ground. Has burned to the ground, and there are so many displaced. 1,000 missing children.
Well,
Yeah.
they probably just
That's
burned to
so
death.
Fucked up, man. Yeah, they did. They did burn to death.
That's horrible.
They'll never
Why
find
am I
them.
laughing?
Sifted
Yeah,
through
right
the
after
ashes of
the
dead kids.
right after the authorities there said, "Hey, everybody, go home and sit in your houses." They barricaded the roads to leave. You know that, right?
Yep. Yes,
I'd
I
love
did.
it if you
I
could
looked a
show the
lot into this
video.
Hawaii thing, man. The Hawaii thing really bothers me. That one like
Yeah.
hangs me up.
Somebody wanted that to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that seems
we are
calculated
all
as
in
shit. And
agreement.
the aftermath seems even more calculated. That's so
I'll
fucked
tell you
up.
this.
And fuck Oprah. Dude.
Anything
Fuck that
anybody
cunt.
says, I'll fucking believe. I seen weird ass fucking videos and fucking weird ass shit's going on. So anything anybody says, hell yeah, I'll fuck. It probably did happen. Turtle set it on fire. Fuck, probably did. Probably fucking did. I'll believe anything at this point because the fucking world is nuts. Fucking
Pretty
nuts.
much.
Yeah. And
It's like everybody's
yeah,
writing their own fucking.
I don't know if you can show this, but did you see the video of when fucking stupid ass Biden actually went to Hawaii or whatever? You know, fucking weeks or whatever after everything was okay, and nothing didn't fucking matter anymore like he did after whatever. But everyone was like, "Fuck you!" There's crowds of people just go, "Fuck you!" when his fucking car was going by.
Was that the one that did Obama go to that?
I think that was Biden when Biden went.
Okay,
down
there was. I think
know
there
I've
was
seen
recently.
like I saw Biden went there, but I also saw like The Rock and Oprah were there. I think maybe that's something you saw.
The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock and Oprah were there raising money, but they were raising it like their foundation, not necessarily like. Yeah. That's like Bill Gates going there and being like, "Oh yeah, send all your money to the Bill Gates Foundation, and we'll get it to the people that need it." No, how about we just send it to the correct place in the first? All those foundations are a ripoff. We know that now.
Thanks
what else, Steve Lou?
Lemmy, Bobby Nick, Mr. A, and Clippy McWheelchair. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming hot, folks. Automatically talking shit about someone's computer or whatever. I think I can.
And your legs. Don't forget your legs. There, I was making fun of.
Your spine had nothing to do with the clipping too. I think that probably affects the clipping.
Yeah, can you ask the your internet service provider to bring you a new spine? Also.
Oh,
that'd be great.
Ouch! I'm sorry. That hurt me. That hurt me. That was directed at you, and I fucking felt the pain of that insult.
Yeah, you got pain, don't you, Stevie Lou?
What's that? What do I?
Yeah, do you have back pain, don't you?
My back pain's actually been getting a little better recently. Right now, my head hurts because I was getting slammed all fucking night in jiu-jitsu class. I actually felt my spine.
Let's make some noise! Slam! Oh, sorry.
This guy actually like readjusted my spine today in grappling. Didn't know that was possible, but it feels better.
Yeah, no, I actually I have a picture of what was helpful to your spine. You sent a picture out on Twitter about something that straightened out your spine and made it feel better.
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out. Here we got it right there. Okay, here we go. The
yeah.
real Stevie Lou. This was a very fun day on the set of like whatever.
Can
what's
you
this thing? Wait a minute.
Zoom in? Can you zoom in? Yeah, see if you can zoom in one more time. It's hard to see. It's kind of hard to see. Can you go in one more time? Zoom.
I can definitely see.
Well, what I want you to try to find is the third razor blade in the side.
Is this like a Where's
very
Waldo?
Closely, the contrast isn't so good on the picture.
I see it.
But there is a third razor blade going down the side that you wouldn't see the profile of. It's kind of just jammed in there.
Huh,
it's red.
I'm making it worse somehow.
No, it's right by the head there.
Oh yeah. Yep. No, Mr. A's right. I see it too.
There's three. You guys can see three razor blades.
Yep.
Now I have a question. I don't know if I should ask this, but is the razor blade supposed to represent a dick being razor blade, or is this supposed to represent an actual dildo that's supposed to be inserted with razor blades? And I shouldn't have said that.
So the bad guy, if you will, of the film, the portion of this film, he is known as the Bottom Butcher. That is his serial killer name, the Bottom Butcher. And it's
so if I put my bottom against a glory hole and this guy was there,
you're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, you're gonna have a bad.
Oh, wait a minute! I got it. Because he sticks that thing in bottoms, so he's the bottom.
Oh,
The bottom butcher. He butchers bottoms. Your bottom, right? That's how you got
You
your
can't
spine
stop
straightened
me,
out.
Bottom Butcher!
Well, I'm not in this portion of the film, thankfully, and I just got to do the special effects. So that was my handiwork. We were
I
definitely
wish that was
going.
in the portion of your ass.
Yes. We were going for a David Fincher 7 homage. If you guys recall the, I think Sodomy killer, the sin of Sodomy was the 7 killer, aka what the fuck is his name?
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. He makes that man
Oh.
wear the leather thing with the knife dick.
The knife.
Yeah.
The knife dick.
Oh.
And he makes the
What's in
guy
the
fuck the hooker.
box?
Well,
Oh,
you know what's
yeah.
cool is that we're what you
Just
said.
everyone out there, there's nothing cool about having sex with hookers with the sharp, pointy object.
In Minecraft.
Go ahead,
What-
Lou.
But what you just said is what your mind created, because David Fincher geniusly never shows any of the actual. You only see the aftermath. You only see Pitt and Morgan Freeman walking up to the crime scenes and then talking about what happened. Sometimes they'll interview. In this case, they interview the witness. But there was an amazing twist to 7 is that the only actual sin you see occur is the final one, which even there they pull away and you just hear the gunshot. You know, fuck, man! I just listened to a podcast on 7 this weekend, and I fucking can't believe how great of a movie that was. And
It was a really good one.
Watch it again.
really good one.
Agreed.
I bet
What's
my
in the
girlfriend's never seen it.
box?
Watch it.
Stevie,
What's
what's in the box?
Like such crazy shit. Like if you watch, they do not put Kevin Spacey's name in the opening credits or in the commercials for it. They wanted to keep Kevin Spacey's character obviously completely a secret, because if you had put Kevin Spacey's name in the opening credits, people would have been waiting, when's Kevin Spacey going to come in? And there's a certain point in the film where you're like, okay, obviously the killer is missing here, so it's got to be Spacey. So they tried their hardest pre-internet to keep that that reveal of Spacey being the killer as a secret as best they could, because he had just become like a household name. Just had become a household name.
Oh,
That's
what
pretty
if
cool.
they did that with Hannibal? Who played it?
That's what I was thinking. I was just thinking.
Oh,
With Silence of the Lambs, you mean with what's his name?
What the fuck is his name?
Yeah,
God
no,
damn it, I
it's-
know it.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Anthony Cumia Hopkins. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess different story, because you see Lecter early. Lecter's pretty early. He's introduced pretty early on to a Silence
So
of
you
the
wouldn't be
Lambs.
waiting.
He is the main character. He's
Yeah,
like the title character.
Yeah, I feel like they did like the like the Silence of the Lambs was a little before my time. I do remember 7 going to theaters and hearing all about it. Silence of the Lambs was something I heard about through my parents, and I'm pretty sure like the ads for Silence of the Lambs had the "Hello, Clarice." You know, you weren't taken by surprise. Now, what happens?
That
in
was
the
their
movie
biggest thing. Yeah.
was I remember hearing about the face ripoff, but not knowing what that was, or being able to conceptualize what that was. You know, like Cable Guy came on and did the face skin,
Yeah, the meat
chicken
on the
skin,
face.
and-
Medieval times.
Right. So I saw that before I ever saw Silence of the Lambs, and I'm like,
Fun fact about Silence of the Lambs, though, he doesn't ever actually say hello, Clarice.
oh,
Hello,
those-
Clarice. Oh yeah, he goes, "Sup, Clarice."
we could probably make a new movie called Silence of the Podcast, starring Bobby Nick.
Oh,
Sure.
no.
Yeah.
Bobby Nick and Mike Morse could do like a whole.
I mean, it wouldn't be very good.
I'd love.
I mean,
to
he
see
was
it.
already in the movie 7. Did you not see his appearance?
Oh, don't.
His face was in a pile of spaghetti.
Are you trying to say that Bobby Nick
Gluttony.
Gluttony? Man.
Mr. A would be lust.
Well, you didn't see me. I was the one that they found on that bed with all their. Isn't there like a real skinny crackhead
Bed?
looking
The Fent, the guy that was just barely alive, fented out.
See, the Fent wasn't around back then. I hadn't gotten my...
It's always around.
I'm just trying to help out, buddy. Always trying to be helpful, you know.
What I missed today? How you guys doing?
Not
I
much.
got hit by a car, but I'm all right.
Look out for the couple stories we've had so far. So far, we've talked about the SS officer talking at the Canadian Parliament, and we've talked about Gino and Stilto a lot. And Granny, of course, because he's not here. We've been bashing the hell out of him because it's very.
I got some good
enjoyable to do
news.
that. You got a news?
I got some really good news. Let me tell you my really good news.
Hold on. Do you want your interstitial?
What's that mean? What's an
Your
You get the whole
interstitial?
screen.
My
right?
ass?
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
I gotta go.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
what the fuck?
I got to give shout out to Alex Watts, who's apparently like neighbors with Anthony Hopkins because he just calls him Tony Hopkins. I never seen that before. That's great. Then also, who else said something funny here? I got one
yeah.
more.
I know. I've been doing horrible on keeping up with the chat today. I do appreciate your help.
Oh, and then Chris also said the line. It wasn't "Hello, Clarice." It was "What's shaking, Clarice." So that's
what's shaking.
Good trivia from Bobby Nick. That is true. Good job, Chris, for helping clear that up.
I think he said, "I can smell your cunt."
That was multiple MIGs.
Oh, right. Yeah, I always get those two confused.
It's weird because I always get multiple MIGs and Alva Lenker confused. So we must have like the same wires fucking crossed.
I think no, that's right. It's a line out of Top Gun. We got multiple MiGs on radar, sir.
They do say that. Holy shit.
No, how's your day been, buddy? Were you on like 15 shows before you got here, or was it just the getting punched in the face thing that stopped you from being here on time?
So today, as I discussed with you privately, Mondays are now going to become a little tougher for me because I'm doing striking. I'm doing boxing class for an hour, followed by now grappling, which is basically jiu-jitsu. And I was working with a guy who's been doing it for 4 years. And he was throwing me, hip tossing me, fucking over and over. And then he was closing my windpipe over and over until I would tap on the ground because I couldn't breathe anymore. So,
boy, I wish I could do that.
Yeah, right. You probably.
Oh, sorry.
You were thinking out loud, Derek. You were supposed to keep those thoughts inside your head. We also talked about that privately, but let's not get into that too much. But yeah, this whole thing where this guy is trying to close your windpipe or make you not be able to breathe or rip arm like
mommy.
You don't realize it at first, but I'm like walking home today and I'm like, oh fuck, what? And my whole body is hurting. So it's like you don't feel it when you're working out because the adrenaline's going and you're learning, but then god damn is it going to take me a little while to get used to this. So I'm a little slow.
I can't breathe.
Well, that's
it's good to know your limits. It's good to know. It's good to know when you're gonna pass out or tap out.
100%. Like, I am the kind of training partner that will let you bring me to fucking. I've been there.
Yeah.
Completion. Oh,
I'll bring you
the other way
to completion. And I'm trying to learn exactly my limit, and that's a cool place to be. It's very tough to start. Anything really. Luckily, the people at my gym are very, very, community based. And to advance in jiu-jitsu, they say that the master keeps an eye on how you work with the new people. So if you're ever trying to get a black belt, and you are a brown belt, you can't just fucking get frustrated and impatient and fuck up a new guy. You gotta, take your time with them. So it's fun. I've been working with mostly masters and occasionally some newer folks. So it's all new to me. It's been great, and I've been fucking ripping ass, farting.
Yeah, I was gonna say ripping ass. Wow, this is a whole new, a whole new martial art I haven't heard of. Ripping ass.
Yeah. Well, it's funny.
But I guess it also goes. Oh, I see. You're circling back to the dildo thing and the back being straightened out.
Exactly.
Hilarious. I got you. Got it.
It's weird though. There is one position where the guys, they call it the butterfly, where he's on his back, and then you gotta like put your head on their gut area, and like I've noticed a couple times you'll hear someone's fucking stomach rumbling and shit while you're trying to swing around. It's very odd. So yeah, you gotta be with it now. This new jiu-jitsu shit, I'm like walking the streets of New York City and I'm sizing every single person that passes me by up. It's like this weird problem I have now where I can't stop thinking about like, okay, this person I'd single leg them, or this one I'm going to need a double leg them, and walk them out. It's like I'm starting to really evolve into slowly evolving into a jiu-jitsu person. So I always heard like
what kind of belt do you have?
The black one.
Thank you. Amazing work. That's why I come here, man. This is why I come here. No, I honestly would love to one day become a black belt. Now, that for me is looking like a 5 to 10 year process with blacks. So, you got to go in for the long haul. Just start small, think about getting my yellow, and then fucking let's rock, man. It's fucking cold, bitch.
Yeah, what are we shooting for? Let's see. Oh, whoa! Someone just sent me this. I didn't have it pre-planned at all. Your text from today, the real Stevie Lou. Your timeline. Let's pull this shit up. Your timeline is identical to my 61-year-old red-pilled aunt, except you don't post about rescue dogs. You're out of your mind.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I guess, I don't know. This guy is online all the time. He is making posts about me before he goes to bed. He's making posts about me as soon as he gets up. I don't personally keep up that image and that sort of frequency on Twitter. So he's complaining that I responded to some. Again, this all started over me liking some tweet and then him saying he wanted to fucking fight me and me accepting. So I don't understand where this whole thing is like I'm running from things and I'm fucking not doing this and that. It's such bullshit. I guess maybe he's trying to mind game me because I've been fucking with his head this whole time. Maybe that's what he's trying, but it's like he's coming up with just horse shit. And he's got this little army of Proud Boys that want to support him and want to.
Yeah, we don't support Proud Boys here. We don't like them whatsoever. It's not a thing we do. We don't support your local Fred Perry wearing people.
Yeah. And like, honestly, this is a point that I want to bring up. I was just thinking about, like, this guy was basically brought along because he is a minority. The whole Proud Boy thing was white chauvinists are being, subjugated, whatever the fuck you want to say. So he was basically a proxy that Gavin was able to latch onto and bring along so that he could be like, hey, look, my producer is fucking, not white, so I can say all this shit and it's not a problem. It's one of those.
Oh, so come on, Lou, I got to stop you there, buddy. You can defame Ryan Catsup Rivera's let's just say Japarican, because he's half Japanese, half Puerto Rican, so it's Japarican at this point. You're saying my boy, Gavin McGinnis, the light of my life, is using Ryan Catsup Rivera's to hide his racism?
No, and I don't think Gavin is a racist. I don't think Gavin's a racist. I think Gavin is solely an agent provocateur who uses
absolutely for that
the racism angle to get everyone riled up on his side and on the other side, and it's brilliant. But Ryan is not talented. Okay, he basically got his start at Compound copying Jason Scoop's Trump impression. Okay, on NYC Crime Report, Jason Scoop used to do a Trump impression, and then suddenly they found this Asian guy who could copy an impressionist. So it was kind of funny that suddenly they're. Thank you, Chris. Lou Nation in the house. So, like, let's be real here, man. Like, he's not a comedian. He is not an entertainer, except he's an impressionist. So he started off doing impressions that he ripped off from Jason Scoop. And then fast forward to whenever he started doing his new face mapping impressions, he just stole Kyle Dunnigan's exact act and just does it worse, lesser. Like, let's be real, man. Like,
I wouldn't
he did
disagree
not,
with
this
that.
is not something
It
that
is
he
the
made
Kyle
up.
Dunnigan.
He saw Kyle Dunnigan doing it successfully, and then he, God bless him, has the studio, has the network, you know, has the ability to do the exact same fucking thing that Dunnigan did, just like I said, not as well, not as funny. So I'm just putting out some points here.
No, I agree with you because Kyle Dunnigan. I mean, if you look at the timelines, absolutely he beat him to it, and of course, probably gave a lot of people the idea to do that. But I'll give Ryan credit where credit's due. There is a couple impressions. I mean, he's got a bunch of them, but he does knock a couple of them out of the park. I'll just
Okay, that's fair.
In fairness,
yeah, and I won't go scorched earth completely. I guess I have seen him do some decent impressions, but honestly,
there's a couple that are good.
We look at impressionists as a comedian, stand-up comedian who, you know, Ryan can say, oh, he's never done nothing and talking about me. No, I did spend several years and still am involved in the New York City comedy scene. Okay. So comedians look at impressionists like we do a fucking marionette act, like we do a fucking anybody who has any prop act. So
like Steve.
I'm sorry. I mean, yes.
I like both of those things. I like marionettes.
Yeah, but like, who do we think of? It's Carrot Top. You're fucking doing
I
Carrot
like
Top.
Carrot Top.
Yeah, but like Carrot Top was a punchline and still is. You know, like you can like it, and I'm not making fun of you for liking it, but I'll tell you straight up, comedians look down upon that shit. It's like improv people are low form. Musician comedians are low form.
People I respect Carrot Top. You know what I mean?
I kind of do like I you know, if you get really high, Carrot Top is really good. Is amazing. Okay, I'll give you that, Lemmy. I'm not gonna lie.
He's fine. Carrot Top's fine. He's fine.
You know, but to go up and tell your own written, set up punchline jokes, command an audience, and do it for an extended amount of time, make some money doing it, is a whole different story. And real comedians respect that and look down on the other shit. You know, he's lucky he's been able to jump on this fucking Josh Denny, Gavin, Anthony tour and do his stuff. And I hear he probably works hard at it, which is if you work hard and do anything enough times, you can find a groove, you know, but not for me. No, thank you. I'm glad he has an audience. I'm glad he's making money doing this, but it was kind of stolen valor is all I'll say. And he's really kind of backdooring himself. By like getting the idea to do impressions from Jason Scoop and then also stealing Kyle Dunnigan's exact act online. So I think that's stolen valor. He didn't really earn his way up. He's not someone who went to clubs, went and did open mics for years and like worked to get your position in the comedy world where you could do a monthly show at Brooklyn Comedy Club, would still get booked here and there to do comedy on stage. So from a real fine-toothed person who's been in the scene and knows the scene a little more, it's got some holes in the whole story and path. So I'm gonna just be real because he tries to be real with me and he just talks all this bullshit. Like I didn't say nothing untrue, did I, Derek? Right there.
Were you talking about Carrot Top?
No, not necessarily. I mean, he is a headliner, but also doesn't demand much respect. Also, like
we talking about
Larry
Rodney
the Cable
Dangerfield?
Guy, another example, like not respected by comedians, but is probably the number one of the
Wait.
top couple sales
When you
all
say
time.
Ryan's a headliner, can you rewind?
I
a
said
second?
Larry the Cable Guy, didn't I?
Okay, all right.
And Carrot Top, Carrot Top is a headliner in Vegas. Always, he's got his own show there, but not
Larry
well
the Cable
respected.
Guy. Larry the Cable Guy is a comedian. He does stand up, like set up.
Not well respected though, right? Like your comedians don't think much of him, but
Honestly,
he is fucking all-time sales guy.
No. Honestly, I don't think you'd get comedians would give Larry the Cable Guy more credit than Carrot Top.
Oh, absolutely on that one. Yeah, there's no denying that there is some hilarity to Larry the Cable Guy.
I'm not a big
and that's
fan
a
of
whole
that
fucking character.
Okay, let's go. What is it? Is it Jeff Dunham? Is that the guy who does
I
the
fucking
puppet?
hate him.
Puppet guy?
Yeah, okay.
He makes my fucking blood boil out of my body, dude. I hate him.
And he
Huge
does well.
Sales.
Does exactly. Yeah. So there's a place, and again, I don't want to come off sounding jealous because my tax returns will show you that I have not made much money in comedy, but I did quit a full-time corporate job to pursue full-time comedy and entertainment for 2 years of my life until the fucking wheels fell off that shit and I had to get a job again because it was brutal. I was basically Ray DeVito with a brain, having to go to Panera for coffee every morning, having to really only bank 25 grand on my, on my fucking taxes that year. I definitely had a $35,000 earning year 2 years in a row when I did that comedy shit, and I could not stand it. I had to go back to real world and still do shit part-time. So, it's humbling as fuck to actually do
Hi
it.
guys, I'm doing great so far. I was just on West Spot with Chrissy Mayer tonight.
How was it?
Great.
Who was the girl? Was there a hot lady there?
I'm having a great day. Chrissy was on it, two other girls, and a guy who was on Chrissy Mayer's West Spot. I was on West Spot tonight. Things are great so far. I got a major announcement to make. Professional photographer John Ratsford's taking professional photos of me on September 26th at 6 p.m. Atlantic time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Professional photographer John Ratsford's taking professional photos.
Congratulations. That's awesome, Frankie. That's great to hear, man. Hey, did you hear that Gino and Keanu are engaged?
Yes, I heard that for Nelson Peabody and things like this in the Hot Water Show.
Yes, Nelson made that announcement for everyone.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Do you know if Keanu is well over 20 or well under 20? Do you know?
Well over 20.
Well, oh, good. Thank God. I was worried about that for a minute because she looks really young.
Frankie, will you be going?
Oh.
Frankie
Is that
McDonald,
me,
folks.
guys? Was that my bad? Was that my bad? My bad.
Yeah, I think the over 18 he starts to recognize that we're trolling him. Excuse me.
Yeah, okay. Where
I've
were
done
we?
I've done it myself.
Comedy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, hey. I will.
Ryan's a hack. He don't sell tickets. He don't do impressions very good. Just ask Stevie Lou. He'll tell you.
I will say this. I did reach out to the secret show guys and said, hey, can we do this in your backyard really soon?
Why didn't you just ask the backyard boys if they would allow a backyard event?
You don't have a backyard. So,
and if it's such a secret show, well, why are you talking about it? First rule of secret show is don't talk about secret show, I thought.
This is Secret Fight. But yeah, you're right. The first rule of Secret Fight Club is you don't.
Yeah, I forget
Can
how
I
that
text
works
you?
exactly.
Can I just text you?
Yeah. You text me, and then if I talk about it on the show, then it's fine. I think. I don't,
Right. Then we're not
Let me. What do you think?
talking about Fight Club.
Oh, you're in the chat. Oh, never mind, Lemmy.
I'm not in the chat. I was in the chat.
Checking
I
out.
was
Okay.
a while
The
ago.
chat. That's what she does.
I had to express more hatred for Jeff Dunham.
All right. Oh, okay. No, someone had a good comment. I put it up. I have to bring it back up. Damn it.
What is that? Red Bar is worse than Stevie? Is that the one?
No, all comics suck, and Red Bar needs to take them all out. That's what it was.
Is that CJ Brown?
Anyway, well, no, I don't actually know. Shit. Oh, here we go. Chris says comedians are all haters. Hopefully, Red Bar ruins them all.
True.
I don't disagree. I hope he has all of them on and pays them money to scratch their arms with forks against their will. I hope you all fall into the trap, the Red Bar trap.
Hey, if you're paying, I'm gaying.
You pay. You pay. You pay.
You pay now.
You pay, Round Eye. That's what Ryan Katsu Rivera calls you, Round Eye.
Yeah. You gonna pay. You gonna pay, Round Eye.
You could call him Short Round. Boom! With your jokes here at the BYB. You don't forget that anytime soon. Quad nailed it. The real Stevie Lou. What is this pussy boy shit? I want no headgear and lighter gloves. Man, the fuck up. I did that loud for express.
Well,
I'm trying to express how important
it's
that statement was.
hilarious how ass backwards this guy is walking through life. Because he's like, you're a pussy, man. You're the fucking big pussy. Let's fight with the heaviest gloves possible and headgear. Okay?
Exactly.
I'm bad. Like, no.
And hand wraps. Don't forget the hand wraps. You got to wrap your hands too. That's very important.
I was
so
actually
you
going
don't
to
get
ask
blisters.
Can I fly you in to be my wrap guy? Because I feel like you do a great job with those hands wrapping up.
I'll do it like this. It's like rolling toilet paper up. Same thing, right?
My wraps would just be like drooping out of the side of my. Like, what happened? I don't know. There's a quadriplegic.
You look
guy
like a
that does
mummy
his hand
at
wraps.
the end of the movie.
So yeah, I'm about that life. I'm like, let's fucking really hurt each other here if we're gonna fucking do this, because it sounds like a guy who's never really been punched in the face before and is not really ready to get punched in the face when he says shit like that. So
yeah, even the guy at Gavin McGinnis's house just kind of was slapping him, right? Like those weren't like real punches.
Yeah,
everyone was trying to be like, oh yeah, it was a fight. It was a fight. Nah, not really. It was just like a weird incident that happened. More like,
yeah, listen, he is the kind of guy who's never been in a fight, really, and also the kind of guy that marries the first woman he has sex with. You know, he's the kind of guy who's only got the taste of one end zone in his life. So he comes off as kind of.
Is that weird, Lemmy? To only had one poontang? Let's ask a lady. Is that cool or is that weird?
No, that's weird. It's cool for a woman,
I mean,
but it's not cool for a man, in my opinion. And I'm not trying to sound like pearly things or anything like that, but like, I don't know. There's something weird about a dude who's only been with one chick.
Right.
Like, why? How weak is your game? Like, what's wrong with you? That's it's a weird red flag if you're not like charismatic with the ladies a little bit.
So, listen, I don't want to really cause any controversy.
You heard it.
I'm just speaking.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything. Lemmy said it all. She's you heard it here. Lemmy said that Asian Katsu Rivera is a deeply closeted man. Lemmy said it. Don't forget it.
Who knows?
And that's the real little Lemmy, not the fake one going around.
Yeah, call in the little Lemmy in the NLO chat. Call in.
I want to meet the real fake little Lemmy. That's what I
Or
want.
Citizen M. Citizen M can call in. too.
Citizen M's out there doing great work.
Yes,
Great work.
I love that little guy.
Mm.
I've always been cool with that dude.
Stormy agrees with Lemmy, so that's 2 lady brains on the case.
Yeah, and I guess I could be assuming some things here, so I'm willing to be wrong on this, but he doesn't come off as a Lothario, if you will, and let's just say Stevie Lou.
What is that? Is this like something out of the Lord of the Rings or something? I've never heard that.
It's Shakespeare, but we'll just leave it that Stevie
Deep Cuts. Yeah, we got
Stevie
it.
Deep Cuts. So hey, yeah. Listen, at this
segment
point,
coming
like I he's doing a good job of maybe like I've been trying to just keep him on ignore and let him fucking spout off online, especially. I guess I do have to respond to some things occasionally, but that's really been my MO from the beginning, and I feel like I should stick to it because I guess he is starting to piss me off a little bit, and I think if I actually get angry about this, it's not going to help. I got to just keep focusing on the path that I've set up, and I do need to get a venue, though. That is something that I need to. So if he keeps going, you can't get a venue, he's right. Okay, if he wants to call me a bad fight set-upper, then he's not wrong, and he can do that all day, and I'll just accept that because he's the one who asked me to fight him, and I accepted, and now he's putting it on me because I can't find the venue. Like, this is ass backwards, So I do want to fucking get this thing done though ASAP. So
that sounds super gay to walk ass backwards into a fight. I feel like there's something very homosexual about that. Balls deep, Lothario is like in Othello, right? I'll say it like he was saying it in his mind.
I don't know. I'm fucking.
Oh, okay. No, that sounds like a gay guy with a lisp. Lothario is like an Othello, right?
Or he's like just from Spain. Don't they like talk like that in Spain?
They talk gay in Spain? What? You're calling out a whole country now?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. You're hardcore.
Yeah.
Spain is gay. I thought it was like the rain in Spain is plain, but according to Stevie Lou, it's just Spain is gay.
No, listen, I'm telling you, seriously. Okay, so it's based upon a character in a 1703 tragedy by Nicholas Rowe. All right.
All right. See, that's why I didn't know it, because it wasn't Shakespeare. I was thrown off, but I've read most of Shakespeare. Corn Diff, hit the like button. Yeah, baby. When Corn says hit that like button, you hit that like button. And then you smash to subscribe.
Well, how did you say Othello? And how did you say Othello and not hit the blacks button? How could you do that?
Good call. Can
we try that again?
Yeah, I missed. All
right. So
we never go back. Like Kevin Brennan, we never go backwards. That's what he always says.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, Lothario. I think it's from Shakespeare or something.
Ain't no holler back, girl. Ain't no holler back, girl.
Oh, there's Jerry. What's up, nerd?
It's probably fake Jerry.
Dork.
There's no way.
Yeah, fake Jerry's here. Hey, fake Jerry. Yeah. Yeah, Stormy's right. It's not ass backwards, it's bass backwards. Correct. Yeah. You're right. Thank you for confirming that. Also in Spain, they love
the blacks.
All right, sorry folks for the delay. It's not my brain. It's just all the shit I got to do when I don't have Mrs. Producer, because he wants to take his day off because it's my birthday and my family wants to hang out with me. Fuck your family. Fuck your birthday. But also happy birthday, Mrs. Producer.
And then we got Corn Diff dropping in, talking about the razor dildo. Corn, you're going to have to go back, rewind about 20 minutes. Half hour I'd say,
Right.
or so. We did talk about that already. Thank you very much, though.
Right.
That was
And I did,
thing.
I did bring it up in a way that makes you think possibly he put it in an untoward place, like his rear end, possibly.
But you know what
I think you'll love the jokes, but you got to go back. We're not going back. We never go back.
The crazy thing was that was from a year ago, and that fucking film is still not finished. Although the director did hit me up today with some good news. It looks like we're very close to final edit, which will, once you get final edit in, you're basically all downhill from there. You just have to do some sound and color locking and shit like that. But it looks like Bring On the Dam Volume 1 is still on slate for somewhere in October. I think the idea was to hopefully get it done before Halloween so you could have it kind of like as a Halloween release. But that may be pushing things a little too fast, which I think is fine. I think that you should take as much time as you need to work on your pride and joy. And everything I've seen so far from this is looking like this is going to be really good. Something interesting that everyone will love to see. And I will have had.
So it's a lot like your fight. It's taking forever, and it still hasn't happened. Very similar.
Honestly, like in the grand scheme of fighting, agreeing to a fight, and where we are now, it has not taken a lot of time. You know, this is kind of standard process trying to figure out venues and all this shit. It's not a simple thing. A guy actually was suggesting to me today that we could probably do it if we did either kickboxing or MMA rules sooner, because there are more of those events and there will take anyone as long as you're, you know, you can show that you have a head on your shoulders. So I was like, oh, like, listen, I'll fight, I'll do whatever. I just like the idea of boxing a little more. I don't know. For me, I'm kind of set.
I think he does too. Right.
You know,
no, I think you're both into the boxing thing. So.
Yeah, there's something about
I actually think that works to your favor, buddy. If I was to say that you would be better at one or the other, I would probably say boxing would be your advantage, because low center of gravity and the wrestling thing like usually goes to the stockier, shorter guy a lot. Not always. I'll give you that. The greatest wrestlers were thinner dudes like Hoist Gracie and shit. He's a slender fellow, and he's the best ever.
Yeah, like I can defend the shoot pretty well. My grappling game is dog shit. My kicking game is dog shit. So that's where I'm like, I am. You're right. Probably more confident in just boxing, and also I think that the idea of boxing as like this historic, like traditional sport that goes back to, you know, ancestors and shit is really cool to try to, you know, bring that back in a certain way and be involved in it is special. So we got to respect the sport. But I'll still mash.
No, I
I'll
love
still
boxing.
fucking mash, man, because like I can fucking grapple now and I can kick now. I'm learning more now how to kick. Which that's the thing. Like I'm taking Muay Thai just to do it because the more time at the gym for me has been better. But like kicking, it fucks up your feet, especially at first. You gotta like really get your joints and bones conditioned to be taking and delivering those constant blows. So that's a problem, you know. Like I'll go to Muay Thai and kick the heavy bags for a while, and then the next day my ankle is like floating around and shit, and I'll go for a run the next day. So it's kind of like, all right, maybe I need to lay off some things right now while the fight's coming up. But my fucking cat just knocked my hash off my fucking dresser. Wow. You excuse me 1 second. Look at that. Is that funny? You want that? Excuse me, I got this little fucking hash container. Fuck. Wow.
All right. I a few stories. Should we talk about robots? Should we talk about?
You sound like a robot.
Let's see here. We got robot in my button.
Jesus Christ.
Do you guys care about Travis Kelce dating Taylor Swift?
Oh God, no. God Almighty, no.
All right. I should have pulled up, but I figured that probably would bore three of us. I thought maybe there would be someone here that would be interested in that.
I like this
the New
from
York
Balls
City
Deep.
bot. You've probably seen that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it in person, but I saw the story. I guess it's only out late at night.
So, RoboCop.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, here it is. They're going to be rolling this thing around New York. What is it? Times Square. The Times Square subway station. I think they're starting off with that one. But they're also doing like Robo Dogs going to be walking around Times Square now. You've seen the little Robo Dogs, right? Both of you?
I mean,
I think everyone's seen the
yeah.
Boston Dynamics little Robo Dog.
Yeah, they said
And
they're
it's
not
gonna
going to
be
have
walking
the
around
Robo
streets,
Dogs.
like looking.
No. They're only going to use the dogs for specific situations, for hostage situations, or like rescue missions.
I want a little one, dude. They're
Femi
so
wants.
fucking...
You want? What do you want? Like the movie experience, like Johnny Five Come Alive or whatever. Like you want a dog that's like, like, and then you make a movie.
Nope.
in
I
your
don't want it
mind.
to look like a dog. Nope. I don't even want it to look like a dog. I want it to look like one of those military fucking things, man. But just a smaller version. It'd walk around with me. Fucking kick a dog in the face if it tries to bite me. It'll be my robo protector.
You keep Granny in check.
Yep.
I'd
make it get Granny his beers.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Well, that's good. It could have like a cup holder too, and then but also like it could spray like a stream of water, like like when you squirt your cat when they do fucked up stuff. Like no, kitty, and you squirt them. It'd be like that. Like every time he fucks up, it starts squirting him.
I would love it too. I would give it a personality. Like it would for sure be sentient to me. I would get one. I want one bad.
I mean,
what's your thoughts on this thing?
I think that's retarded.
This is how it starts. Like,
what's it gonna do? What is that? What is it? A camera?
Yeah, that's kind of what I see as, because like so like Stevie Lou, you could probably attest to this. Like they're pretty much hands off with everybody now, right? In the subways, like they're not touching people. They're not like if there's a fight, they like try to avoid getting involved.
No, man,
or
like
any of that.
they've started going back after fare evasion. So they're arresting people if they, no, it's not as common. They're starting to get hands on. Like, okay, this is because the Times Square station, and I used to live in Hell's Kitchen. This was my subway station. The subway station at Times Square is the biggest by far, and also the craziest. Or one of the craziest, because if you go to Brooklyn and the Bronx, there are some really wild ones. But in Manhattan-wise, Times Square and Union Square are probably two of the craziest ones because they're so large and they can't be patrolled at all times by uniformed cops. So they're dropping this fucking thing in after midnight at from 2 to 6, 2 to 5, when I guess the thing's gonna be walking up to people like, excuse me, are you overdosing? Are you overdosing?
He walks up to a sexual assault and he's like, please stop touching her. Please stop. Please stop.
So
what the fuck is he gonna do? Is he
man.
armed? Is it armed?
No, it just has cameras.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I think it has some AI and it can observe.
What a waste of money. What a waste of taxpayers' money.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking, Louis.
And time.
You want one of these things, so you will be getting one in about.
Are you a Fed, dude?
5 or 6 years. Am I a Fed? No. What I'm saying is like this is how this works. This is the first news. They create one of these things for a police department, and it's a big news item. Then, like, fast forward to a year or two, every police department has one, you know? And then fast forward to 6 or 7 years from now, these things are fucking everywhere. In malls, in their fucking shops.
I think they underestimate.
And then in 10 years,
no.
you got one in your home for fucking $650. You know,
Nope.
2
Nope.
payments.
It'll be like Oprah's. It'll be like Oprah's audience. You get a robot. You get a robot. You get a robot.
No, it's things like that. People really people higher up or whatever really underestimate the degenerate geniuses that are going to outsmart this thing within days of seeing it.
Yeah.
So this is a waste of time.
The people that will be thrashing the shit out of it constantly. I'm sure that there's so many really good people in New York. Yeah, Stevie Lou can attest to that. I would assume it's going to be defaced.
But it's got
instantly.
360 camera and it's got facial recognition. So they're saying that anybody who does that is going to be charged instantly.
It's 50 points docked from their credit, fucking social credit score.
But those people all wear those like
police property is going to be like a misdemeanor, I think, or whatever. So
people wear masks,
but they all wear those face
masks.
Those like full head masks, and then they wear the mask like when they're doing.
There's always a way around. There is always a way around. You're not wrong.
Yeah,
you're gonna be like, wait, hold on.
Here.
Is that?
I don't know. I guess I should
Reagan?
pull that up.
Is that Ronald Reagan spray painting? No, it's just one of those fucking masks. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Strip it for its precious metals.
That's.
But
much
this
more
is
likely.
like the first But yeah, this is the first version, so we know what's coming next. They'll have a bunch of fucked up stuff, I would assume.
But that is a great point. It will be taken. All of the copper will be stripped out of that thing.
They should have made it look more threatening. It looks like a fucking Disney character.
Yeah.
Is that like a cop on the Wall-E ship in space?
You're right. Should put some devil horns on it.
That'd be cool. Slap some fucking biohazard stickers on it.
Oh, I missed this one.
Boy.
No, speaking of comedians, I got a couple comedian stories we can get into. But no, Rob Schneider, as far as the Canadian thing, I forgot to pull this comment up. Rob Schneider, don't you stupid effing Canadians know this a-hole fought for the Nazis? Now what we call Nazis today, like the real Nazis. Not like what we call the Nazis today. The actual Nazis. This guy fought for Hitler. Not like what we call people Hitler today. The Hitler. Like in actual Adolf Hitler. I love that. He broke it down pretty succinctly. Yeah, sorry, Steve Lou. We had the next guy went and spoke at Parliament in Canada, and they didn't know he was an ex-Nazi. So it was like he went and spoke for, he fought for Ukraine against the Russians in World War II. But come to find out, he was Waffen SS, and they had him Parliament.
Whoopsie those guys are still alive? How are these guys still alive?
98 years old, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Hey.
Is there no such thing as redemption anymore? Is that gone?
What is he like? Did they get him and now he's in jail for?
That's I guess the story will probably be hearing next week, I would assume. But yeah, for this week, I think he's
still
marked
on the hook for that
safe.
shit.
No, he ain't marked safe. I have a feeling Mossad might catch up to him or
cover's blown,
something
though,
along
right?
those.
Why would he go to the Parliament?
He's not in a good position. Yeah,
he should be tending some bar in Venezuela or something like that.
Argentina, preferably. That's where his community mostly resides. So that's not the only robot. You may actually fall in love with this one, Lemmy. This one's more man-like. It does not have a penis, not yet, but they might add one to him later.
That's not a deal breaker.
Well, yeah, he does have fingers. Nothing?
I don't see it. Is it?
I want to see it. Oh.
Mother of
No, I was
God.
saying nothing on the fingers. I mean, you said he didn't have to necessarily have a penis, but he has fingers that work. This is an Elon
Did he
Musk.
vibrate?
This is yeah, he vibrates. Yeah, he vibrates. I think that's but anyway.
Fuck.
Okay, I'll try.
God damn it.
Self-calibrating its arms and legs using only vision and joint encoders. It can precisely locate its limbs in space. So its eyes can detect its hands and feet. Accurately calibrated, Optimus learns various tasks. Its neutral net runs entirely on board using only vision. So it's capable of seeing things and like figuring shit out. That's amazing. Huh? This is I'm assuming this is a SpaceX or a Tesla.
Fuck me sideways.
Yeah. So if you
I
weren't
am in
worried
love with
about
it. You are
robots, you weren't worried about robots. You are now. This fucker's dangerous.
Well, let me tell you, Derek, this is also why I am taking jujitsu, because I'm gonna fucking have to fight these things in the fucking
Oh,
future,
you're no match.
robot war.
You're
Well,
not going to be a match. for one
I'll
of these
fucking
things.
at least get one. I'm gonna go down.
This thing does yoga.
At
No,
least
you
get
won't.
one. You think it'll just fucking tear me apart?
I mean,
right?
what was that? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So it's Tesla, obviously. But yeah. Like,
It does
check it
yoga.
out. It's doing calisthenics. It's doing yoga. Standing tree. What's this? Yeah, that's the tree. I can
That's
do the tree.
fucking cool.
Fucking sweep its fucking leg.
I could do all those things.
I'll fucking
I mean,
I swear to God.
He almost does appear to be somewhat like the actual Terminator. Is Elon Musk the actual owner of Skynet? I mean, are we getting there? Maybe too close?
We're already there.
Well, who's Skynet then? Who's the person we need to go to his house and explain what the future looks like? I mean, we need to go find this. You remember the black guy in T2? Come on. We got to go to his house.
Can we just like
figure out
cut
who he is?
Your leg open? No, you feel it still.
I mean, do we need to talk to the guy that invented this? Is he the guy? Whoever the engineer is on this project?
I guess it's Elon Musk.
Well, no, he's the owner. I mean, we got to go convince the guy that actually comes up with the program.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found a chip in a metal crusher, and we didn't know what it was at first, and then whatever. Then we made T2. Fuck. I'm a hell of a storyteller. I don't know if you guys knew this about me, but there it is. That's the whole fucking. That wasn't the Terminator. That was T1, 2, and 3, all wrapped up into 2 sentences.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. The robots win. Spoiler alert.
Fuck, dude.
Soup party, where have you been? I already said that. The little doggy one's gonna have a cup holder. So you and yeah, like if you guys had one at your fight, he could walk around with your beer for you. While Tranny Granny whoops your ass. Booyah! Skull. Boom. Hello.
We're all gonna have full bellies, though. I'm cooking, buddy. It's gonna be delicious. We're having kebabs, no seafood. I know Mudman's allergic.
Yeah. So back to the robot. Lemmy, would you?
Yes.
Oh, hold on.
No
I should've done
hesitation.
this. So Lemmy,
Would you?
Yep. I would
gotta
put
have
the
that
lotion
soundbite.
on the skin.
Ooh, damn, that's hot.
Incited the erection.
I always had a
Oh,
thing
yeah.
for data, dude. That positronic brain gets me going a little bit, dude.
Positronic. You actually know the words from that. That's crazy.
Who was Dana? Dana was which?
Data was
Data.
Lieutenant Commander Data.
Yeah, yeah.
There was Dana too, though, right?
Huh?
Wasn't she like the third? She was on the deck, like in the Next Generation one.
Deanna Troy. That was the Next Generation. They
Oh,
were doing the same shit.
Deanna, not Dana. Okay, yeah, you got me there.
And her mother,
Stevie
Luoxana. I've always loved that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I just was gonna briefly cruise through the. I don't know if you guys did you get to see any of the MLC today? I guess we can dabble in the Dabbleverse a touch.
I got to see a good portion of it. I will admit I had to go for the end of it. But from what I did see, I thought our buddy Rob Saul was fantastic. He was excellent. I thought he was first he delivered some pretty interesting news, and then I thought that his rapport with Kevin was great too. So I got to give a shout out to Rob Saul when he and Kevin are just them two, without Bob kind of there to maybe hold Rob back a little bit. If I do have to be critical of someone there, I guess it's just of Bob, because Rob and Kevin today were great.
Yeah. So Rob holds him back. I didn't expect to hear that.
What I was saying there, let me rewind that, is that the last time Rob Saul was on, that's back when Bob was still on with Kevin, and I didn't think maybe he had as good of an episode appearance. Today, it's just Rob and Kevin, and things went pretty well. So what I was saying is that if you're doing addition by subtraction in this situation, the variable is Bob Levy.
Not true, not true.
Anyway, you're saying that
no, we'll leave you. No, don't try to just
show.
We were just trying to sit in that quiet time after you said what you said. We were just trying to just let the broth just cook in deep into that meat, baby.
Am I fucking wrong though? Like, tell me when I'm wrong, please. I don't hear you guys saying no, you're wrong. You're just like,
not true, not true.
I didn't watch it.
No,
you guys are just sitting there going,
no,
like,
we're not throwing you a fucking
doing?
lifeline whatsoever. You're fucked.
Doing?
We will not. I would never disparage the legend Bob Levy, folks. Ever would I do that?
Well, what about the Shuli Network? What would you say about them? Anything negative, maybe?
No.
Do you think that there could be something to this?
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I mean, I've been asking these questions for like a while now, and I was curious about it. There is one person that's on our show that I'm not going to call out right now because they're not here, and I don't know how comfortable they would be talking about this. But I've had multiple conversations about Chris Abels, Rob Saul, Levy Land, all those shows that were going on, and numbers. And apparently, what Rob Saul said today on MLC kind of confirmed some of those thoughts I was having. And okay, so he made accusations against the Shuli Network in its entirety. Well, okay, so Stevie Lou, Lemmy, what do you guys think about people buying views? What I won't even get into the other part of it, the fake engagement or whatever, but as far as the views go, or is that fake engagement? Is that part of fake engagement, buying views?
It has, yeah. I feel like that's part of fake engagement. Are they real people?
No.
Like the views that you're buying, are they real people?
No. Yeah, they're bots for sure. They're
okay.
fake.
Then
yes.
That's I don't know. That's a weird. You know what? Yes, I think buying views should be okay. So, but I also think it should be. You should be able to easily look up if that channel buys views, just so you can have that red flag in your back pocket for that specific channel.
Stevie Lou, well, come on, man! I want some opinions on this shit.
I say it's America. You can do whatever the fuck you want with your money. If you're doing that with your fucking money,
No,
then
like
none of my
Rob
business.
Sauce.
Mind my
No, I
business.
mean you bring
But
up a good point.
It's you should be maybe. I mean, you can't be transparent about it, and it's kind of just strange. And I hate to be repeating something Kevin said, but it's like people leave the Shuli network and there are weird things going on, and it's just odd to me.
Yeah, you can compare the numbers of the shows pre-Shuli and after, before, whatever. Is that there's a comparison that you can make there? That's your point. I'm not trying to box you in, but don't be a chick shit about this. Come on, dude, just say it, because like whatever. I don't think people really care. I don't. Okay, so like Rob, I mean, your point was valid that like Rob Saul said himself, there was no financial advantage to doing what he was doing because he's not even monetized. So it was more for posterity than it had anything to do with like financial gain. Like he just wanted people to look at his channel and be like, "Oh shit, they get 500 views every show," instead of, "Oh, they get 100 people watch the fucking show."
Yeah, I mean, it's a common practice in other places. It's like they call it papering a room at a comedy club, where if a weekend of show is not selling so great, they'll start giving out tickets for free to make, you know, the room just look better, and also just try to get people into to sell, you know, fucking drinks and shit. But that's one thing. People run promos like that all the time when sales are down. It's just a like human nature sales trick concept that I guess people had ideas it was happening. Like you kind of smelled fish in the air when you look at things just from a common sense standpoint. But then once somebody starts connecting X's and O's, and like as Rob was saying that shit today, I went on to Venmo and I did my own little backtracking, because Chris Abels has a private, or he has a public facing Venmo, and you were able to find the guy that he sent the money to they were talking about. And if you went down that guy's transactions, there's a Levy Land transaction there. So like I didn't need to see.
He was saying there was a consistent.
I saw it myself, you know. So
well, he was saying like the labels one too is like a consistent over and over and over by.
I just saw two. I saw two transactions between Levy, between Abels and that guy, and I only saw one transaction between Levy Land and that guy. But just to see any transaction, you know,
that it existed,
right?
So there was some validity. There was validity to his claims.
It adds fuel to the fire, and like I'm sure both of those guys, and this is another point Kevin said, both of those guys, Levy and Abels, could generate a logical excuse for as to why they sent that money to that guy, something different than buying views, you know. So
we got some good comments. Hack Ride, Stevie Lou, disingenuous, and it's bad trolling. YouTube is such a priss. How would they miss something like that? It's not feasible. You run a channel, we all run a channel, and they are up our ass. So they're up our ass, but they all of a sudden don't catch on to the fact that people are have fake engagement. So what he's saying is it's like disingenuous that YouTube is saying, oh, you know, like you can't do that, but we're also going to turn a blind eye to it because all it does is help for advertisements and sponsors. Yeah, we have to say it out loud that we don't want you to do it, but also we're not going to actually bust you when you do it, which is actually a very good point. I
feel like he's doing a just devil's advocate argument here.
Hack Ride doing a devil's advocate? What a coincidence.
Because he's telling us we should go buy views and see what happens. Well, we don't. That's not what we do. We don't.
That's not our thing for sure.
Like what's
you will never see us buying views. And in fact, we've had that situation happen one time, and we passed. And no, thank you. And whatever was boosted on our channel was taken away after we said no, or I said it was all on me, so I won't even add anyone else into it. Sue Party, I think most subs are fake. They aren't 100. There aren't 100 million people watching Mr. Beast. I would agree with that, and possibly some of the bigger shows. do have a lot of fake engagement, possibly into the millions. I do think that's a very likely scenario. Plus, I don't really know how they count their views. So technically, they could be doing shady business behind closed doors too. Lemmy, what are you laughing about?
What Hackride said about Stevie Lou.
Damn,
Derek, she's
All
always
right.
in the fucking chat. Yell at her about that.
I said no side talk. She never listens. Let's look at the fact that total views, Kevin Brennan was around under 900,000 total views for the Shuli network. Shuli network around 6 million. This is just salty behavior from a channel that's 5 to times 6.
Where are
5
those
to 6 times as
numbers
small.
coming from? Anybody know where those numbers are coming from? Because
Total
honestly,
views.
when they're live,
Total views.
when you're watching live, it's usually fairly even, close to even.
No. Okay, so
If
they have
not,
a bunch more shows too, though.
But like when you're watching the
They have
live
like 4,
numbers,
5, 6 shows a day, dude. So
when you're watching
obviously
live
Kevin
numbers,
Brennan's
though,
only doing one a day.
So,
So
okay.
he's not seeing like BS versus MLC, which would probably be more like an accurate forecast.
Let's just make a safe assumption and say, or let's make an assumption, because some people will fucking get mad about saying safe assumption. Assumption that Kevin Brennan does not buy viewers. Never has, never will. Let's just live in that universe for a second here with me. A couple of months ago now, when he was at the height of the Chad shit and Stuttering John coming back, all this wackiness, he would get like 2,000, 2,100, I almost want to say 2,200 live viewers watching his show, right? That's a top. Fast forward to a few weeks later, things are dying down. He's more 1,200 on a really good day, 800 on a slow day, and even 800 is low. It's usually closer to 870, 890. Then he goes to membership only mode, which cuts out a lot of the trolls. A bunch of people jump on that train, though. And now he's seeing shit that's like, on a slow day, 690, 720, On a good day, it's back up to 1,000, 900. So let's say those are legit numbers for the Kevin Brennan audience, not bought, organic. When you're watching the Shuli network, it seemed to me, for the most part, whenever I tried to check in on what they were doing when they're going up against Kevin, they were usually around the same area, if not just a little more. Okay? So when that was happening, it seemed to me that, the Shuli network had more viewership. Now, is it 6 million to 900,000? I think that's insane. And then when they started to really war with Kevin, and we saw that these big live views were jumping up out of nowhere, skyrocketing, it seemed kind of suspicious. So that's all I guess we could say. And if Rob Saul is saying there's a guy out there that does do live view increase work, and he knows of that, and he's seen transactions on Venmo between people at the Shuli network and that guy, it's like, let's not be fucking idiots here.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. So for now, the story is allegedly, but I'm sure that if he has interactions with a Venmo that's obvious, then it is what it is, right? Can't really lie about that stuff.
And like Hackride is talk about bad faith argument. Kevin Brennan takes his videos down immediately. So
true.
If you're trying to use that as a metric, you're not using good data, buddy. So fuck my bad faith argument. If you guys were just here with me listening to my very clear analysis, I think that's a very fair, good faith argument that I'm placing, that it just seems suspect. So people fucking get so identity politics with this fucking podcast world. It's crazy, and I like Hackride. I'm not trying to argue with him through this venue, but all right.
Yeah.
All
right. I don't know. Maybe he wants a piece of you because he's setting up like a
So
set
how was
up
what I just said a
possible
smokescreen?
argument with you when he comes on next week. I do.
How was what I just said a smokescreen? I just said legit my own.
Yeah, no, that's what I didn't really get that either, because you pretty much just stated the fact that you do believe that there might be some funny numbers, and there probably is proof of it. I do think that's kind of what you said in a real short sentence.
And people who like that channel are not going to like that statement, and they're going to fucking fight to the death over it. Looks like.
No, I mean, I'm saying it, and of course, like I seen Shuli was going on like a little mirror show tonight, and Shuli did say when Lemmy was on that he'll get back to me about coming on the show. So I guess we can ask him in person if it's not too sensitive of a question. But I think Shuli seems like a reasonable guy that doesn't really like.
It's funny though.
Scared of hard questioning, so I don't think he would,
isn't
refrain.
Isn't addressing the Kevin Brennan takes those videos down right away. He's not addressing that fact that like if you look at Kevin Brennan's channel,
does make a huge difference.
He will only put up a couple episodes a year that he think are good or whatever.
Yeah, because you're looking at like you got 1,000 live viewers, but the second it's done, that's all the viewers you get. So you're not getting up to 10,000 views.
Watch this guy go now. Hack Ride. Kevin Brennan has clip channels that are making great numbers on their channels based off of his content. Shuli has some clip channels out there, but Kevin Brennan is a clip channel money-making, view-making machine. There are multiple people that have bragged about how well they are doing because they're clippers of MLC. You don't see that as much with Shuli. There are a couple, but let's get real here. So not just what I saw with my own eyes, what everyone can see with their own eyes. You can very easily look at the clipper wealth from the networks, and there's a much more well-cemented, better, healthier clipper community in MLC than there is Shuli Network. Fucking clip it, Bex.
Scott kind of in a nutshell said what I was saying. He dealt with a guy that was in his chat and blah blah blah, and then one day offered up the numbers if he wanted them. Yep, I get it. Hack Ride. It's a smokescreen because you are using it to define the bigger picture, which is that your anecdotal story that is definitionally a smokescreen, changing the subject or moving the "I'd."
I don't know. No,
I am saying prove it. It will always be a fact. It will always take a fact-based argument over a feeling-based. Yeah, well, we don't really have the facts until we see the.
So there was
Also,
kind of
like,
there was
some
proof
dude
today.
told me he saw a
allegedly.
thing is not proof. Like my buddy said he saw a thing on a thing isn't proof.
But that's not what we're saying.
No,
we're
yeah,
saying
we understand
there are clear receipts on Venmo right now. They're
Where are
you've
they?
seen. So you've seen them.
I have the screenshots. I took them just.
So what you're saying is anecdotal to us, but yet is actually proof to you because you've actually seen it. So yeah, it is like once you
this
see
guy's name
evidence.
is Steven Springer, and you see
Yeah,
that
Springer.
3 days ago.
Exactly.
3 days ago,
Not Jerry Springer.
Chris Abels paid him. 9 days ago, Chris Abels paid him. And then if you go to Steven Springer's feed, you go check down January 22nd. Levy Land paid Steven Springer for something called Replay. So
something called Replay. Yeah. Who knows
Have you
what that
like
is,
looked at his social blade and like tried to like correlate the
well, if you look
the
like,
transactions
it
to
is,
the growth?
It is other. No, I haven't done that. Which okay, let's wake Granny up and get him going because he's good with that shit, right?
What are you talking? It was literally my idea. Wait,
it's your idea, but isn't he the fucking mastermind? All right.
Of
sorry.
what?
I'm sorry.
Wow,
I'm
Granny
sorry.
and Mastermind in the same sentence. Don't ever do that again.
No, she wants to
Whoopsie.
box me. No, she wants to box me.
No, I want
think
to.
everyone
I want to
does.
like send you to the funny farm. Like, in what world?
Put cigarettes
In
out
what
on you
world?
or something.
All right. So I don't know. Maybe
in Minecraft,
Steven
in
Springer
Minecraft.
does other shit besides buy views, and I don't know.
You could literally send me the screenshot, and I could. It's not rocket science. It's not like hacker shit. It's you just look up Social Blade and try to corroborate the dates with the growth. It's if you have eyeballs, you can do it. If you could read words and numbers. doesn't take a freaking genius like Mensa Granny to do shit like that.
I apologize.
It could literally take. You could do it right here, right now. It'll take 30 seconds.
All right, I'll send it to
Yeah, because even Stormy was talking about that. She said, like, you know, what we all kind of started at the same time. I mean, we can like compare our shows to other shows, you know, whatever. I've seen shows that just popped up 1,000 subs like overnight, and obviously there's some things that are just like you can't argue because it's so obvious. And some of the channels are even honest about it. We're like, yeah, we wanted to beef up the numbers so that we get attention, so that we get some, you know, so get the ball rolling with people seeing that and being like, oh, people watch this show, okay, or whatever, get in the algorithm with YouTube. But Story was saying, like, with no filter, like, she doesn't understand how her numbers just fucking skyrocketed. Like, we're side by side, and you know that she doesn't. She's saying that she doesn't pay for them, but she also doesn't understand how the numbers were like exponential all of a sudden. You know, just started like exploding.
It's because Andrew's consistent with his streaming and his YouTube shorts, and you get
especially
my buddy
with the
Curtis.
shorts.
Yeah, my buddy Curtis does videos. He does shorts, and he's got 20,000 subscribers.
Yeah, they're really leaning on the short stuff now. It does seem that way. Like if you start doing shorts, they really want to promote you because I think they want to become like TikTok with, I don't even get it, but we don't understand what they want, but they understand. They have a clearer understanding of what they want out of YouTube to become. So it is kind of hard. Alex Watts, never speak ill of the Shuli. That's right. Never do it. Or else. All right. Well, we did a good 3-hour show. I think that was entertaining for the folks out there. I think I want to go eat some food though and end this thing. Lou, what 20 fucking podcasts are you going to be on tomorrow?
I've been chilling. I haven't just focused.
I just like saying that. Don't yeah. I just love calling you out. How many shows are you going to be on tomorrow, man?
Podcast is. I'll be hitting some fucking shit later or tomorrow.
Nothing. You did your blunt smoker video the other day. When is that one coming out?
Hopefully ASAP. I gotta send over some description, and hopefully that'll be out by the weekend.
That's on Spotify.
Maybe the weekend.
Blunt smoker video.
That was a great one. So I do want to push that one out so we can do some October good
shit.
shit.
Yeah. As soon as you get that thing out there, we'll fucking push it hard.
Please do go check out Blunt Smoker video. We've been
on Spotify
doing a great thing there. And then Ski Mask, I don't know. He's apparently fucking.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I can't even say anymore. He's talking trash all the time. So
yeah, I did. Last week, I saw Stancil on the pregame show for In Hot Water.
Yeah,
and he was pretty much calling you out. I think we showed that. I don't even remember what we showed at this point. Yeah. Every day is blending together with every other day at this point, so it's hard to keep up with all of the shit.
It's pretty sad what's going on over there. So at this point, I'm kind of hands are tied here. Where it's like I'm not going to take that sort of bullshit.
Like all those girls in Mr. A's basement. So, your hands are tied.
Yep. So hey, it was a good ride. It was a good hack ride.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, like Morgan, when you hear like the voice of God, like when you play it out in your head, you hear like Morgan Freeman, right?
Andy Dufresne was it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sure. Well, you go that way. Well, like God too. Like they always have him playing like God. Anyway, that's what I hear now. Yeah. So like hack ride. I don't know if you guys can hear the voice now, like when you're talking. Like, do you ever play that out?
Yeah, a little bit.
It happens to me here and there. I'll be like, oh, like get all, it's, I don't know. I like the skit, dude. It's fucking good stuff. I hear that voice when I fucking say funny shit in my head. It's good stuff. Does that mean I'm watching too much Hack Ride?
No,
I guess we can't
I-
watch
I-
Hack Ride no
I-
more
you know-
because he's mean to my buddy Stevie. Don't be mean like every other person in the entire universe. Be mean to my buddy
Please
Stevie.
follow Hack Ride and go watch his stuff. He click the like button, cowards.
I just saw Hack Ride for the first time the other night on Corn Diffs on the Ripcast. First time I ever saw him.
Nice. Who else was on there?
You.
Oh, someone's doing well.
Wrap it up, you fucking
Lemmy, you got a show in the morning?
Yep, 8:30. I got a new coffee because I'm almost out of my steel toe coffee. I got French vanilla Folgers. I'm gonna give that a shot, and it's gonna be a hoot and a holler. Come check us out. You've
been drinking on what is it?
April's
Magic Bean. You've been flicking your bean to your Magic Bean coffee. Gets you all
gives me
hot
the
and
energy
bothered
to,
in the morning.
Yeah,
first thing.
Just right out the gate.
Nice. I'd flick my bean if I had one. Yeah. Well, thanks for everyone for coming out. We do appreciate it. Did you have any final words for us, Stevie Lou? I'm sure you have something inspirational for all the folks out there that want to do Kung Fu and fight people in the streets and whatnot.
Now that you say it, well, I've been really
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I light your fartum fire with my rhymes. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. I made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. That I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.